Everyone, welcome to the night session of D&D. Who would like to do last week's recap?
We fought
Don't ask me.
a Hydra.
No,
No.
you're one whole episode behind. All right,
Oh, I don't remember.
let's see if I can do this. After fighting the Hydra and talking to Master Bartholomew and the staff, he was like, "Well, why don't you take a look around the cave?" So we did so. We took a around the look in the cave, and then we found this little portal, and we were very cautious about it. And then one person stepped on it, another person stepped on it, a couple people stepped on it, and then poof, 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 poof. We all ended up in this Arctic tundra kind of deal. It's very cold and the snow is deep. Then we were all starting to just kind of make our treks north or southbound. Southbound. We all kind of got mixed up and needed to use the sun to our advantage. We all started to proceed southbound. Then there was kind of like a noise that came from behind us, and then another noise, and another noise. Then Hunter kind of decided to do an ARD to make sure nobody was behind him. And there was an avalanche that was approaching. So this figure, a giantess, if I'm not mistaken, can't remember her name. She used some magical.
She was a Goliath.
A Goliath. S. Or Goliath.
She's Goliath. It's like saying a human
Goliath.
is a human-s. She's just a Goliath.
A Goliath. All right, whatever. She used her magic to pretty much just wall the entire avalanche. Like it just turned it into like a snowbank kind of deal. So she was like, "Yeah, we've been getting these attacks by these assholes, and yeah, war's going on, and yeah, if you help us, we'll help you get to where you need to go." So we're like, all right, that's fine. So we start making our way, and then make a little tiny hut to kind of ease our burdens after a 12-hour walk through this trudging snow. Then this frost giant, or is it frost giant? Correct?
Hello.
Yeah, that old guy right there.
Hermar.
He started sniffing around. He thought he smelled a little something tasty. So
It was Gunkar.
yeah, it's very Gunkar. Gunkar has a lot of meat on him, so I assume it was him.
Smell good teeth.
Gunkar smell
Moo,
good.
moo.
Moo cow. On
Cow
stick.
go moo.
He knows common now. He can talk.
So at that present time, he didn't know common, but Bartholomew gave old Cordell his blessings of giant speak,
Yep.
which essentially is just fucking moans and shit. Yeah, that kind of shit. So essentially, talking in this giant speak, he was like, "Yeah, I can help y'all out, but you need to come back to my village, and we'll see what happens." So we follow our new friended ice giant. I also
Frost.
forgot. Frost. Excuse me. There's a difference. So we follow him back to his little and big ass parentheses. Like a one-man tent is an army tent for us. So we head there, and his dad's chilling on the throne. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck you come back for? These humans need help. They said they'll trade us these spices.
Spices.
That's very good."
These
So
spices very tasty.
we whip him up a badass meal. Like we supersize that bitch. And he's like, "Yeah, I like these spices, but my son's not supposed to be here. So it's either me or him. We're getting into a fight. So he can." So some of us joined him, and some of us that were more concerned about our health stayed to the sidelines.
Envy.
And we helped the frost giant defeat his father. However, he was still exiled from the town. So his big brother, which was like double his size, was like, "Yeah, we'll do the whole spice trade thing. That's fine." So we ended up kind of accomplishing that and solidifying our new Frost Giants exile, and went back to the other Goliath kind of female, and we're like, yeah, we did it, but you guys are gonna have to trade spices with them. She's like, oh, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Step on the portal and get your ass out of here. So we take the portal and we end up outside of somewhere in Augmere, outside the ruins of
Esmir.
Esmir. Sorry.
It's okay.
And we end up out there. We start making our way to the east, and we go by a lake. And our little frost giant's like, I'm getting the sunburn, and I'm swimming in the lake and scaring off people. Why nobody like me? And we're like, well, people don't exactly like giant nude people standing about. Well,
Oh, maybe I should go get naked and
maybe I
stuff.
should get naked and stuff. Start swimming around, and I just all right. Let's just get out of here. So we start heading north, and we go back to the North Tower because we obviously have to do something about the staff.
We needed the necklace.
Hello.
We need the necklace, yes. And Bartholomew's just chilling there. What's up, Bartholomew?
Oh, nothing much. What about you?
Alright, we're gonna keep going. So, our beloved Cordell was like, "Yo, I got that staff," and we're like, "So what's the deal? Can we like keep the staff?" He's like, "Yeah, you can keep the staff, but I get to keep one of you." We're like, "Oh fuck, let's have a good old party moment, boys." So we're all having a moment. We're having a moment. We're gonna be like, "All right, instead of one of us volunteering, let's just let him choose." So it comes down to that. We're gonna let him choose, but then Cordell decided in his infinite wisdom.
He walks up and goes strutting along, and he goes up and boops the guy in the head.
Like Cordell, like pimp canes this whole thing. Like if you're watching Skype, he like
Pimp named Slickback.
Pimp
He
named
did.
Slickback up to this guy,
And I just boops him on top of the head like,
and just
boop.
bow, 260 health, bro. You got it? No, poof, motherfucker. And the Cordell immediately died as well.
Except for his
was left.
hand. His
Except
hand was
for
still
his
there.
hand.
He was still handy.
The party was all grieving and shit. Like, oh fuck, what happened? There's staff's gone, sorcerer's gone, the necklace is here. Hunter had the necklace because he did trade that like off the get go.
And then we went over to that one room.
Then we went over to the
only
baby,
room,
the little
the
baby
only door
dolls
left.
room, the only door left. And old
rolled
Hunter,
a 99
old
out of
Hunter
100.
Yep.
was decided the one because he could roll twice because he has lucky. And I rolled a 99 on a 90 up save. That was dope. So out of the rewards I got was a nice looking potion, which none of you have ever seen. The oath bow, we all now know that Cordell has received as a thank you.
Yeah.
A gift. And a potion of true resurrection. Or scroll of true resurrection, excuse me.
Which we used.
Which we used on Cordell. And
And
Cordell,
then we gave him the bow. It'd be weird to give him the
he
bow
also received the
before
bow.
we gave him the scroll.
But
Here's a bow.
no, we
Sure
used the
you'll
scroll
use it
to
well.
revive him. And then I was like, Hunter was like, you're an asshole, but thank you. Have this. And just
Kurt
tossed
punched
the
him
oath
in
bow
the
at
face.
Yeah,
Kurt punched him in
picked
the
that
face
fucker up
and all
and I
that
punched
shit.
him in the face
But,
and sent him flying.
However, Cordell did receive messages from the other side, but that's for him to know and for us to never find out. And then we proceeded southbound and handed him the necklace and got rewards and high five, bros. This is where we're at, I think.
Pretty much.
If I'm correct, Coots.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
You are at the keep. We just turned the necklace. Cordell.
Yeah. Can you put us on the map where we're at?
Yep. Hang on one second.
Okay, we're starting this shit early.
Yes, we are.
Had to speed read that shit. Actually, no, that's not even speed reading. I don't have notes. So if there's anything missing from
No, you were right.
No, that's about it.
what I'm telling you, that is all instant recall. I do not have any notes.
That arrow is where we're at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, are we in the dwarven mine?
No, you are where the castle is.
Oh, okay.
The one guy.
Cordell.
His castle.
Yes, Coots.
Ooh, that's cute.
That's weird, hearing that inside a tavern.
You're drinking in the tavern.
What'd you say, Cordo?
All of a sudden, you're not in the tavern, Cordell. You look
Not in the
around you.
tavern?
You look around you. And you're still sitting. Still a chair underneath you. Still a mug of ale in your hand. But you're inside of a forest. Unlike the forest you were previously at, that you saw when you passed, this forest is dark. It's decaying. You hear wolves in the distance. You hear different insects flying about. And you begin to hear a voice. And ahead of you, you see a black mass, bipedal, walking towards you, its eyes blazing red. It walks towards you and it's closer and closer. You notice that this... Actually, roll me a nature check. Ahead of you, you see what you believe to be some type of were.
It's just coming right at me.
It's not running at you, it's walking towards you. And it stops right outside the shadows of your vision. You can see the
where?
eyes as an aware to be Yuri.
Okay.
And see the outline of it. And you hear a voice come from it. Kodo.
I was gonna make a smart ass remark, but I'm not going to. Yes.
Polo Puerto Rica.
I have been told to send you a message.
From who?
Our Lord.
I'm new to these parts. Who would that be?
Sylvester.
Ah.
This kind of looks you over, steps from the shadows. It appears to be a werewolf. Taller than the other ones you've seen before. It's black, large mass. It's complete black fur. You notice that its fingers are probably a good foot long. Talons on talons, but claws sharp at the end of them. And just staring at you, you see gore and blood in its teeth, and it looks at you. It gives almost an eerie smile at you. No, Cordell is currently just kind of just phased off for you guys. It's kind of like, you know, whenever you kind of sit there and you zone out. That's basically what Cordell's doing right now.
I assumed as much.
And the werewolf looks at you, Cordell. It looks at the ground, and it kicks something over to you.
Can I see it?
You can. Ahead of you lies a white bunny.
A
Both
white
fists-
what?
A white bunny.
A white bunny.
Its internal organs are ripped out of it.
Ooh.
So its white fur is stained with red on the bottom part of it. On one paw, there is a slight bit of black fur on it. And the werewolf looks at you, and looks back at the rabbit, and looks at you. Chuckles a little bit, and it says, I do not understand. Do you?
Understand the dead bunny?
The meaning behind it.
Can't say I do.
Take it. Look inside.
I'll finish my drink.
All right.
Pick it up by its ears or something.
All right. Pick it up by its ears and you hover it above you, and you see a glimmer of something inside of this rabbit.
Okay, like shake it to try to get it to come out.
It does not appear it's going to come out until you pull it out.
My stream's gonna be up in 10 seconds.
Just kind of eye him down, reach in.
You reach in and you feel a metallic object.
I don't think that's supposed to be in there.
You pull it out and you see this. On the back of it, you notice that there is a wolf's head that's been etched into the necklace.
Ooh.
Just kind of hold it out. Is this yours?
It's yours.
Mine.
Put it on.
I think he likes you.
Can I insight check this
You
guy?
can.
Oh, this isn't gonna go well.
At 20, go.
You're not sure what to make of him.
Well, I'm kind of stuck here. Fuck it. Put it on.
Alright. Put on the necklace. It fits perfectly. It almost shrinks down to the size of your neck. And you look back up. When you do, the werewolf is right in your face. You can
Tickle.
smell the gore on his breath, and you can feel the heat coming off from his mouth. Kind of licks you up and down.
Your breath stinks.
Damn.
Big boy.
And he does like a little snarl. And when he does, everything goes white. Look around you. And notice you're back inside the tavern.
Do I have this fucking necklace on still?
Kurt,
Yep.
give me the
You do.
glass.
What?
I-
Yeah, I'll take the glass.
Oh. All right, here you go.
Oh.
Trying to like adjust my collar to try to hide it.
Now, I'm not going to try to.
Cordell. As he's adjusting it, Cordell.
Yes. What?
I'm just pointing at your glass. You want some more?
Yeah. I could use some more.
No, grab it. Fill it up. Give it to you.
I accept it.
Hmm. So, context, Beats. You say we're at the keep. Is this our keep or is this the?
No, we're at
You're at the Quineth. Oh,
we're
Quineth.
at the Lord's Inn.
the Lord's Inn. Okay, in his little keep area.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So when do you think they're gonna have this castle built?
I do not know. Perhaps they'll let us know when it is done. If not, we could probably leave early and look at the construction efforts and see if we could help.
Yeah, I'd be up for that. Kind of tired of getting into fights. Nice if we were safe for a while.
The way things have been going on, I'm kind of tired of sitting around. Feel like we've sat down for too long.
You're always moving around, Kurt.
We're always moving around.
You are. How's your egg over there?
Are you gonna?
What? Did I say something wrong?
I believe she thinks we're gonna scramble it.
Well, it does look pretty tasty.
It does.
Start walking over to it.
You guys got other food to eat here.
There you
No,
go, babe.
that's free food.
Break a little egg over the mutton, add it in.
Pull
Actually,
the egg
pretty good meal.
closer to me.
We all start nodding.
I was
How
gonna
big is
say,
this egg?
do I see the
It's-
crack in the egg?
Big
Coot
egg.
said it was child size.
Yeah, so it's not like it's. How are you even carrying it around?
What
I'm a
child-sized
f-
egg?
I'm really strong, okay?
Okay, first thing. What child size? 8-year-old, 4-year-old,
I don't know. That's
1-year-old?
for Coots to say.
Still pretty
Infant
big.
size,
What are
babe?
you asking?
The
How
actual
big's the egg?
size of the egg.
Size of the egg.
It's about child size.
Which
Yeah,
child?
What child
Like-
size?
About a 3-4-year-old.
Okay,
Good point. Okay.
so about 2.5 feet, 3 feet tall.
Mhm.
Alright,
Wilson.
How big is...
maybe a little.
Yes.
Check the necklace. Read all
Do you
of
think
it.
it's?
Got a
Do you
wolf
think
on
it's
it.
safe to be?
God damn it.
Do you think that egg's safe?
Probably
Do I
not.
do I see the crack on the egg?
Investigation check.
But if anything comes out, I'm sure either we can make quick work of it, or we could just
You
turn
do.
it into bacon or any other type of meat.
Bacon. You mean breakfast.
Oh, that sounds good. Bart,
That sounds good.
where's the bartender? I'm gonna get some bacon. I get up and walk away.
Alright.
Gets up, walks away, like casually.
It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna look to Cordell and like kind of like draw him in like with a like when you're like trying to get somebody close, you kind of like move your finger to get them closer.
Except he's like half your height and just getting pulled into you.
No, I'm not actually pulling him. You know when you're like somebody's
Wrapping
from
your
like
arms
really
around
far
someone?
away and you kind of like crook your finger to get them closer to you.
Oh, you gestured to
Yeah,
him
I'm
to come
gesturing
closer.
him to come closer.
Wilson, how you like the necklace, by the way?
That could come in handy.
Did you read everything though?
About halfway through it. I kind of scoot closer to Neora.
I hold the egg out. Don't take it, just listen to it. This crack has been in here for how long has the crack been there? So how long have we had the egg?
About 2 weeks now.
The crack's been here for 2 weeks, but I still hear something inside.
Did it crack from falling, or...?
No, I haven't even let it go. I only gave it to Abby when I was fighting, and the crack was already there before I gave it to her.
Hunter, or like
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think
Wait,
it's just
What happened?
I'm typing to you.
Damn it, Coots. That's not good for me. Okay, can I do like a nature check to see if the crack is because this thing's trying to hatch or something?
can.
Roll higher, please. Thank you.
Oh, that
You
was
can tell the
almost
crack is not
8.
natural. It seems to have taken some damage, but other than that, it seems to still be a healthy egg.
So it's not a natural thing. It's just fallen or something.
yeah.
Can
When did it take damage, Coots?
You don't know.
Oh, it was already
I-
cracked when I got it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Can I put my hand over the crack and cast mending?
You try and it does not work.
Ah,
Magic resistant, so whatever's inside of it.
Wilson, I thought you liked that necklace. How sudden you started not liking that necklace?
yeah, I got to the bottom of the page. It's like, oh, that's really handy. Fuck.
I look back at Cordell and I say, I think I'm probably the best to hold on to it because I'm pretty warm. And if it is something dangerous when it hatches, we'll take care of it. Not in a we're going to raise it kind of thing. I mean, we will end it if it's a threat to the world.
And
But-
Cthulhu comes out of the egg. No, that's true.
Yeah. But I think something should have a chance to enter the world before we decide to get rid of it.
I agree. You can give it a chance.
Coots, do I feel bonded to the egg?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm protective of it no matter what. Did it draw my attention like
Yes.
right after the fight?
Yes.
Okay. Like it was just kind of like, come grab me kind of thing. I'm just scared of what to do with it while we fight. And I don't think we have one of those infinity pouches, that you could like put them in. I have a feeling it might get crushed.
I used to have 3, but Asshole took them away.
Who did?
You know, the wizard that got knocked into infinity.
Oh, him.
Dickhead
Yeah.
a lot that had mirror.
Do you think I should just? Hey, Coots.
Mhm.
Can we let those who ghost hold on to it while we fight? Or do they?
No.
Because Abby would be the one that would be holding it during fights. But it's okay.
Oh, isn't she like 90 pounds?
Abby?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I sit in the back. I can guard it if we get in a fight.
Okay. I just don't want it to get cold.
I'll light a torch or something. I don't
Well,
know.
I don't want you to cook it. Just hug it if it gets cold. Okay, just like this, and I hug it very gently. See, like that.
I was gonna say this egg's probably about as tall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, see why that egg is probably as
I
tall
know.
as Wilson is.
I know.
He's not gonna hug anything
I
for
know.
war.
I
It's
attack.
freaking Fiora.
I use
What's
one.
she saying?
It literally
He would
looks
literally
like a
be
backpack
hugging
for
it.
him. It is a
I-
backpack for him.
It's not even
I
a
use
backpack.
one attack to make attack against somebody. I use my second action to hug the egg.
I just literally like pretty much same size as him.
Still. When I get all fiery, I just don't want to cook it, I don't really
I
like
mean-
hard-boiled eggs.
I mean, I could put a barrier around it if you really ask me nicely.
I look at Hunter with big eyes. Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know
not
you
very
could.
powerful, but
I didn't know you could do that kind of thing. I thought you were just kind of like a rah kind of person.
I give her like a really kind of look, and I do the sign in front of her. Then I cast out Quinn at the egg, and it kind of sparkles in a yellow kind of glow briefly.
Does the barrier work on it, Coots?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's if anybody played The Witcher 3, he can actually cast the barrier. It's
Sweet.
not just on himself.
I smile and nod. That'd be good. Thank you.
How do you roll against sleight of hand?
That'd be perception.
Are you gonna?
Name with the sneaky business. Oh,
Oh.
you're lucky he didn't see that. You would have gotten punched.
Hey, big guy.
What? What?
Can I have a piece of your bacon, please?
Oh, sure. Looks down at the plate. Oh, I thought there was more here. Must have eaten it.
I
Must have been-
go over and I rip off a tiny piece of one of the bacon so so I don't take all of it. I just take off a little tiny corner and I eat it.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the bartender. Oh, how much was it for this?
Well, you big girl, you have it on the house. You're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're fine.
I put a
Oh.
gold piece down. for this very scared guy.
Thank you, Mom.
Saying the same thing, I'm like, oh, okay. And I put one down too, because I think that's what I'm supposed to pay.
He's like shaking when he takes it.
Oh, do you have any, do you sell any rations or anything?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Where would we go to get that?
Town, probably.
Wait, are we at town? Oh, wait, no, we're not.
Okay.
I decided on something else.
So Gunkar is gonna just say, everyone, I'll be right back. He's gonna get up and walk out of the bar and go behind the bar to like a secluded, outside of the
Okay.
Gotta take a
tavern,
piss.
to a secluded area. And when he gets there, he's got a bacon sandwich in his hands. He's gonna pull out the greatsword.
Okay.
He's gonna speak in primordial. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, you can understand primordial?
I can understand your thoughts, what you think in whatever language that is, I can hear it.
Oh. Are you hungry? Trying to...
I'm a sword!
Well, I don't know. I mean, you're hanging out in the sword. Just making sure. Hey, look, I gotta ask you a question. If you're not hungry, keep eating. So you see the shield? Well, I don't know, can you see? And he smacks the sword against the shield.
Yes, I can see!
Oh, you can see. Oh.
Where are your eyes?
I really... Where am I grabbing your eyes? What am I grabbing? He's grabbing the hilt. That is what I'm thinking.
It's not actually like body's inside this, it's my soul, it's different. It's like... How can I explain this to you if you're not getting confused? Do you know what a ghost is?
Yes.
Imagine a ghost being stuck to your sword to go wherever this sword goes.
Well, that'd be crappy.
It is.
Well, I mean, bet you not too many people offer you sandwiches.
No.
Well, hey, look, I gotta ask you this. So that shield, and he smacks the sword against the shield again. This shield's really important to me. It's like how I fight. But you know, I like having you as a sword. It's pretty cool. So I guess what I'm saying is I can't hold both.
No.
How do I mean, do you have any suggestions?
Get bigger?
Thanks for a second. How could I do that? I already eat a lot.
don't know. I don't know Minotaur's work.
But I thought you were pretty smart.
I am. I'm an elf. I'm not a Minotaur.
Or you're a sword, you're not an elf.
I used to be an elf.
Well, you're a sword right now. So there's no way I can do it right now.
No.
We at least kill a lot of stuff.
That's up to you. I am just along for the ride.
Kill people when I stab things with you.
Yes, I feel their blood.
Do you like drink it?
In a sense.
Do you ever get full?
Get food?
Full.
Full.
Do you ever stop drinking blood?
Oh, no.
Oh, so you're just like always drinking blood.
Yes.
Do you drink anything else? Pour some beer over top of it.
There's no response.
Oh. Well, I hope you enjoyed the beer. Anyhow, think about that. I'd really like to use you and my shield. My shield's pretty important to me. But, you know, I'll keep using you. Just wanted to talk to you.
No response.
Okay, well, just gonna clean off the sword and put it back in its sheath and walk back into the inn. See Gunkar like walking back into the inn, eating his sandwich, missing more beer than he probably should have in that short period of time.
The bartender. Yes.
Oh.
No, not to you, to Hunter.
Oh, sorry.
Me and my friend here, as I point to Kurt, are looking for...
I'll just like raise my hand and wave.
What do you have like a platter could do? Just an assortment of food.
We have ham and chicken and bread.
Hmm. Ham, chicken,
Good.
and bread, you say?
Yes.
Go. How's that sound, Kurt?
That sounds fine to me. How much do we owe you?
You can have it on the house, and the Minotaur walks back in.
This guy's really nice.
Yes.
He goes in the back and like comes back out and like puts it down in front of you, and this runs back by the counter.
He seems a little jumpy though.
I'll walk over to him. Is everything okay?
I'm sure many
Yeah,
people.
yeah, everything's fine.
You sure?
Hey,
You seem a
Gunkar.
little- Oh, hey, what's up?
Some of this chicken and stuff here might be pretty good. You want to try it out?
What? Does he seem a little off?
He seems a little bit scared.
Just got a pat him on the shoulder. There's nothing to be scared of. You just gotta watch out for Hunter. He might eat your blood.
I'm gonna
And
turn
he
around.
just turns white.
I'm gonna turn around and give him like the most fangy, toothy smile I can manage.
Oh, we're terrorizing the
As
party.
I'm like eating my food in between bites, I'm like, all right, guys, stop messing with the.
Well, I was
Alright,
being,
It'll be
I was
okay.
being
alright,
honest.
alright.
I saw Gunkar eat blood. I was just being honest.
Oh, by the way, Coots, if you needed it.
This is intimidating.
Oh no, he's scared enough already.
You only
That's
needed a 2 to be scared. Talking about that. I wonder how bad this would be. Oh shit.
Fucking Gunkar.
He's not trying to be intimidating.
Existence is terrifying.
Hey babe,
Hmm.
are there any like help wanted posters around?
There are.
I'm gonna take a look at them and
One of
What
them
do you
is a dog missing, please help. One of them is a lost jewelry, please help. One of them is a more details from such address. No really description of what's going on. And then the last one says adventurers needed, weird activity going on by lake.
I'm gonna pull that one off.
Okay. By the way, the dog one has a picture of what looks to be some type of what you would guess be a Rottweiler, just kind of drawn
Looking
How
sad.
badly by
did
a kid.
I know?
The picture of Rottweiler looking sad.
I'm gonna take the dog one too.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over
Yeah.
to.
What do you got there?
Oh, I was just looking at some quests. Since we're kind of just sitting around for a while,
Can I see one?
I hand him the dog one.
Okay.
Mm,
You,
2
you
minutes
see a stick figure drawing of a dog, and it says some weird lettering on it. Actually, no, you can read now, can't you?
kind of read.
There's
not,
a
like, super
box that
complex.
says
Right.
wolf.
Well, it's
What's
simple, and it says bark in a little box above its mouth.
It's one of
Someone
my
drew a
that?
dog.
drawings.
What's that
isn't it?
word?
Someone drew a dog. That's the sound a dog makes.
Bork.
Work. Work. What's wrong with this dog?
I
Why
don't
is it
know.
on the
It
picture?
seems a little fishy with the fact that they would draw a stick figure.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty good picture.
I mean,
so.
unless the dog actually looks like that in real life, I don't know how we're supposed to find this dog.
Hmm.
But I do have a different one.
Maybe we should find the dog.
We could do 2 quests at the same time if we need to. I mean,
Ooh.
I'm sure it doesn't say. Does it say where the dog was last seen?
Yes, there is
Wait.
there is a address. Few streets to the go down this street that you're currently on, like where the inn is. Head outside the castle. The first kind of like road to the right, and there's a farmhouse.
Okay. And then I show him the other one with the adventure is needed.
I've never seen this word before. What is it?
Adventurers.
What's an adventure?
It's like what we are. We go around looking for adventure, you know, like some fun stuff to do.
I don't think anything we've done so far is fun.
Hey, you guys follow me, all right? I'm just
Exactly. He looks over at you.
throwing
Exactly.
that out there.
Well, I mean, we went from one kingdom to another. It's traveling and we do stuff. I figured, you know, since we did this one thing, we could probably do another thing together.
Oh, sure.
Cause
Yeah.
I work in a wizarding guild that does quests and stuff, and I start like poking my two pointer fingers together as I start getting like really like nervous. And I was never really good at doing quests, and I was never really good at being by myself because I would sometimes catch things on fire. And I was just wondering if you guys would want to go on an adventure with me. I mean,
Who's she
What if I
talking
told you?
to? Who's she
Me.
talking to?
Talking to me.
Oh, you. Just you.
I'm just like leaning in, like towering over her, not trying to be intimidating, but I think I actually am be by accident.
I want to
Oh.
kind of.
How do I try to
stand
save
up.
against that?
Basically, you can't. The Michael Myers theme song starts playing from Dead by Daylight.
I'm looking down at my feet, just kind of like,
I'm not trying to be intimidating, but it just
I
happens.
want to kind of stand up as well, as like I'm eating, and be like, give me that notice.
adventurer one, and I'm like, I give him the adventurer one.
Okay. She gives you the adventure one, and it's written in a very royal kind of handwriting, and it says, "Adventurers requested. There has been strange occurrences at the lake. We require aid to find and dispatch of whatever this creature is that is attacking people traveling to the lake. By all due accounts, Duke Otto an Isend Olust Alefstund."
Is he reading this out loud?
Yes.
And when he says that, I say, "Good bless you."
Thank you.
That is a very long name.
Well, that's a name.
Yeah,
that's
like
a name.
Gunkar. Your name is Gunkar.
Yeah,
My
I know
name
what
is
my name
Neora Flynn, but I chose my name because I don't remember what my actual name was, so I changed it and made it really short.
Congratulations. I don't even actually have a name. Does the Fonz at her?
You mean Hunter isn't your name?
No. That's what people call me.
Don't you want to be called by something that you like to be called?
No, because my mother's a skeleton and my father's a vampire.
I could call you Mr. Pointy Fangs.
You could.
So,
Yeah,
Tessa,
But
do you want to
I
look down?
would not approve of this.
Nora,
What?
do you want to look down at your dog sheet? When you do, see a really bad drawn dog, and it says, "I lost my dog. I would like help. We'll give money I got for helping Dad."
Oh.
It's written in really bad common too.
Oh.
Hmm. Well,
I mean-
I'm up for helping out.
This one could be from a little kid that's missing their dog too. I mean, that one might be easier. But does it even say what the award is for the adventurer one?
It does not.
Well, why don't we go check them out?
We could go look for the dog first, or we could just look for the dog while we're doing the other quest. I don't know.
Sure. We just call out for the dog's name.
We should probably
Find
go
it.
ask Kurt to make sure this is okay.
Good.
Yes,
You have your
Another
Facebook open?
I will in a second.
As I'm just kind of chilling there, my eyes closed, just not listening to anything. Just
I'm gonna go up to Kurt, and I'm gonna like gently touch his shoulder, make sure he's not actually asleep. Mr. Kurt, Mr. Kurt. I start shaking him a little bit. Kurt.
and when she shakes me, I'm just like grab her arm and just squeeze.
Oh.
Ow. Okay. Hi. Good morning. Can you
Oh,
let
not
me
that
go?
good. Never mind.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to pull
that's
away.
decent. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. I pull away. You know, it tingles a little bit.
I'm gonna sigh for a second. Yes.
So I was looking over at the help wanted posters, and is Hunter still holding on to them right now?
They're holding on to the wall.
I have the adventurer one you got me.
I go over and I pull it from him. I just yoink, and
I give her this look like I will bite your fucking head off.
You can beat the intimidation with
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to pretend that I am not afraid, and I am a really bad actress.
You have that.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
smile at him, and then I'm just gonna hurry back to Kurt.
Start crying.
It's I am
Speak
from a
honestly
wizarding
with
guild.
me, Niora.
What?
We have been in the same party for long enough. It is fine. Talk to me.
Okay. Well, I figured since we aren't doing anything right now, and we needed some fun quests. I'm from a
Always.
wizarding guild that does quests, and I'm not really good at doing them by myself, and I need help.
Wizarding quests? What do those usually entail?
Somebody
Am I gonna
asks
get
for
stuck
help.
in a mirror?
I don't think so. Well, this one is asking for help finding a lost dog, and then this one's just saying that there's something fishy going on at the lake. There's no mirrors at a lake, and I don't think a dog would be doing anything with mirrors, so it should be okay, right?
Should be alright. Don't see any issue. I'm sure the other people in our party would not have any issue with this. Hopefully something not as tragic and problematic as most of our current tasks have been. But yeah, that's fine.
Can I hear them, Coots?
Yes.
I'm just giving them like the really look like I started this by myself. You guys are following me for some reason.
Yes, Hunter.
Well, I thought you guys were following me.
Well, I mean, Hunter, do you have anything else that you need to get done on your lifelong quest of glory?
Nope.
Exactly.
The school gives me all my
Was she being sarcastic?
I was.
Yes.
Okay. He chuckles.
But
I look.
to be fair,
Fair.
I
Not something I
fair.
hear you say often. Go on.
I do need to stay busy.
I
Being
nod.
Witchers were not meant to sit around our entire eternity, especially somebody like me that has a never-ending life.
Right.
I nod.
Though I don't think your everyday journey involves rescuing dogs, but we shall see what we can do.
I'm talking about that as I point to the one that she grabbed back her.
I am aware.
I shrug and I say, I mean, one of them's super easy and the other one we don't know anything about, so it'd probably be easy to look for the dog while we do the other thing.
We can do both.
I know you guys don't really know me that well, and I kind of don't really talk about, what I am and everything, and
You're a wizard.
I hike up my skirt real fast to show them
Whoa.
the guild mark on my leg.
Oh.
I'm
For a second there, I thought you were about to say you were a man in disguise, but yes, I see there's a mark.
No, I'm very much a female. I'm from a wizarding guild called Shadow Raven, and
never heard of it.
Well, yeah,
but I've heard of it.
We're not from this
Yes.
this kingdom. But Bartholomew was our guild master, and we basically yes.
Who's the guild master now?
His son.
Oh.
Yeah. Which I'm okay with. I actually feel like his son would be better.
Wait. Considering Bartholomew, which one? If I've heard rumors correctly.
Dominic?
Never heard of him.
He gave the speech at Bartholomew's Anyway,
Oh, right.
so we do quests to make money and get better, and we have
As do
this
most.
thing where people are like ranked based on how good they are.
What rank are we sitting
Me?
at currently, Miss
Me-
Neela?
Give me a
Me,
moment. I need to figure out
myself?
how to do this.
I'm like Coots. What number am I again?
You are 152nd.
No, there's only like 50 people in the
Oh,
guild.
good point. You were 40. Was it 42nd? I think.
Yeah, I am 42nd out of 50.
Oh,
But it's not because I'm weak or anything. It's just
Quite.
I have a tendency to get
explode.
lost and burn things down, and that really messes up my rank. My best friend is kind of the same thing as I am, but she's ranked number 1. And Bartholomew never really believed that I could do anything, and that's why I'm happy that Dominic is now, in charge. But I figured doing a quest would help. And I also need money, so
We have lots of money.
Sounds like you and us Witchers have a little bit something more in common.
I mean, I don't
When
bite
you go
people's
around
necks
doing
on
your
purpose, but
hush! Hey,
Not all
That is a
witches do
racial-
that.
notice that I said on
That
purpose.
is a racial standpoint. I am not a neck biter, even though I do bite necks.
I feel like you're just hurting your case there, Hunter.
Do you want to get neck bitten?
You want to turn into a
I
woman?
turn extremely red at that.
It-
Can we get back to topic, please?
Yes, but it does seem that her school and mine share something in common, that we both
I
need
mean-
to stay busy.
I'm not in school anymore. I'm an adult, but yeah,
You're busy
Right.
for school. It is a
it's
school
it's a
as
it's
it
a
is a
it's a
guild.
guild.
Same as my school.
You're,
You think we're all just... We
really
learn our
stress
entire
school.
lives. We learn our entire lives.
Well, yeah.
So do you not?
I learned how not to burn things down, and I learned
Look
how
where that
to
got ya.
work with other people to make it so that my clothes don't burn off when I start to burn things down. So I guess yes, I learned from my mistakes.
Yes, those were quite the mishaps when your clothes burnt away.
Then consider it almost we're in the same boat, as you might say.
Are you burning things down too?
You want to see how I can light shit on fire? I can do it right now.
Oh,
I hold my
and
fingers.
that's another thing that you guys probably
At least your clothes don't burn off.
haven't actually been able. I haven't actually been able to tell you. During
Mhm.
fights, I heal with fire, so if I look like I'm about to keel over, can you guys just whack me with something fiery?
You want us to stab
You
you?
want me to throw a torch at you?
You could throw a torch. I would say more just accidentally catch me in the line of fire while you're.
What is this?
Gunkart
Tell
takes
me.
What
off,
she's
takes his sword
saying
Burn
out.
you?
is she wants you to
I
burn
look at
her.
Gunkart. I hold up my hands. No. Just fire. Just fire.
Just
Gunkart.
her.
Oh.
Just fire.
Can I test this?
Hit me with a firebolt.
In the
Firebolt,
inn?
but I know fire signs.
Can
How
I?
about let's do this outside of the building, not inside where everything will
I'm going
burn
to grab
down
a piece
around
of
you?
chicken.
Yeah. Yes, please.
I'm going to grab a piece of chicken and nom it as I proceed outside.
I'm gonna look over towards Cordal, who's been kind of spacing off this whole time.
So you're saying
You alright?
He responds with "I'm AFK."
Baby.
I am
Copy.
going to cut open my palm on something sharp. I don't have a weapon, so
Hey, let you use my sword.
I cut my hand on
gonna
his
hold it.
sword,
I
and it
have
somehow
I have
soaks
a
it up.
dagger. Do you need a dagger?
I don't use weapons. But I
No,
hold up.
just for you to
Palmer.
fucking do your ritualistic shit.
No. It's not ritualistic. It's no.
When she
Okay.
cuts herself on your sword, you're just like, did it feed you?
I was actually about to ask that. I say it in primordial. Did that taste good?
All right, how are you
It
ready?
was okay.
Dang.
Her blood should taste super like spicy.
Wait, did
Spicy.
you give it to me or what?
No, I cut my hand on Gunkar's blade.
Oh, you're talking
And it,
about
like-
the blade.
I'll follow them.
So I stand there, bleeding hand and all. Okay, hit me with something fiery. Like
You
actual flames.
are
assuming-
lucky that your
I'm
clothes don't
assuming
burn
I
off
am-
anymore.
I'm assuming I'm close enough that I don't have to cast
Mhm.
it.
Oh,
and
I
can just damage
also
her?
put the egg
Yep.
somewhere else so it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There is essentially like a wolf jumps out of my fucking hands. It's a fiery like flame wolf that just jumps out of my hand and it goes right towards you.
And I heal all of that. So my cut is now healed. And hey babe, did that fire resistant dress stay intact? Because that was the first
Yes.
test.
Yes, it did.
That'd
Hell
be weird,
yes.
considering
Because
it's
this
just
wolf
resistant.
essentially just like tackles the fuck out of her.
That's
Yeah, but it's not
aggressive.
burning me.
But you just inhale it, right?
Yeah.
I
Basically.
kind of like tilt my head and, well, I guess I know how to do.
Well, if
Heal?
anyone ever sieges
then?
our castle, you can eat all the flames, I guess.
Well, yes, I
You
am.
need
I am
water.
good at putting flames out. Basically, I'm just saying, don't be afraid to hit me with fire if there are enemies around me, because
Well,
it's
if
not
there
gonna.
Well, as
To
long
bring
as
up
my strength stays with me, I can heal you with fire. But I prefer you magic users to stay back.
Yes. And as long as we
I-
keep it in the mutual respect of not hitting us with the fire as well.
I'm not just. I mean, a lot of my attacks I have to be close up. I'm gonna go over to Gunkart. Gunkart, can I punch you real quick? I'm just gonna punch you in the leg. Just
Okay.
do I need to roll to attack Coots, or can I just roll my damage?
I would like to rage.
Yeah, rage first.
Rage.
Luckily, that doesn't.
All of a sudden, like, Gunkar goes into a stereotypical DBZ moment, starts going, "Argh!"
I'm slapping myself.
Just slapping himself.
I'm not
3
gonna even
episodes.
bother to attack. I'm just gonna roll damage because even if she misses, she's just gonna attack again anyway.
3 episodes long of Gunkar slapping himself.
Just roll it all. I'm like,
That's just a punch.
okay. It didn't hurt that bad.
Well, considering other people when they punch, they only roll a d4.
I know, it's just saying it out loud.
That didn't hurt much. Well, shall we go see these quests then? That you wish to partake in? Lead the way.
Yeah, let's go.
We're gonna go to the address for the lost dog first.
Okay.
The stick figure.
Gunkar has a roadie. He's carrying a,
Hey, Coots,
a road beer with him.
are you watching Twitch chat?
Mm-hmm. I saw it.
What
What?
happened?
None.
Nothing.
I'm scared.
So you all arrive at this house after about a 10-minute walk, and you see a fire's lit inside, and you see what looks to be a man drinking at a table, and there's like probably about maybe an 8-year-old boy in there next to his dad.
You said the door was open?
No, the door's shut.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Hey! See the father stand up, and the little kid just kind of get really excited, look at the door. And Dad opens it, and hello.
I hold up the oh, hello. I hold out the note.
Oh, Toman. He sees like little kid kind of walk up. He has black hair. His eyes kind of go from this happy expression to this really sad expression. Like, are you here to help me find my dog?
Yeah. We were just wondering, like, where can we find it? And
I don't know.
well,
He ran away.
I crouched down. What kind
He
of?
starts crying.
Oh no! Can I roll animal handling on a child?
No.
What?
What the fuck?
10 out of 10.
Just trying to
Would
just
handle
trying to
again.
coddle it, you know? No, just kidding. I'm gonna pat him on the head. What does your doggy look like?
He's black and he has brown spots above his eyes.
How big is he?
He's this tall. And he reaches his hand up and it's a little bit over his head.
Oh,
Like just maybe 2-3 inches above his head.
oh my. What's his name?
His name is Muna.
Muna?
Luna.
Did he
Can you
run out
ask?
of the house?
I don't know.
Can you ask like
I
where
left
they?
him out of my room one night because I was mad at him, and the next morning he wasn't here.
Why were you
Ask him
mad
where
at
they
him?
normally hang out. Ask him if he's gone on any adventures with this dog.
Yeah, have you gone on any adventures with this dog?
We went out and played in the forest one time. There was a dead thingy, and I had to take him back home.
A dead thingy?
Yeah,
What was it?
I think it was a deer.
I'm gonna look back at the dad. Then I'm gonna look back at the party.
I kind of
What?
shrug and say, "That's our first clue."
My dad kind of looks at me. He's like, "Listen, if you help my son find his dog, he's probably gonna give you 5 or 6 silver. That's all he can really afford, but it would mean a lot to him."
I kind of hold up my hand. Do you have anything that you put on the dog normally, like a scarf or a collar?
Uh, no.
Or does he have a bed or?
Food bowl?
One distinctive mark he has on him is on his back. He has a brown spot on his right back leg.
But you don't have any sort of. Say if I'm a tracker, you don't have any kind of thing that would help me. Gotta get his scent.
Uh, something in here. He goes in here and he
I
brings
follow.
up what looks to be well, he shows you what looks to be a blanket kind of like above hay in the kid's bedroom, like right next to his bed.
I'm gonna cut, if he allows me, I'm gonna cut a small sliver out of it.
He does.
Cool.
The boy kind of looks at you and he holds up this 6 silver and looks at you. He's like, "If you can find Moon, I'll give you this."
I kind of wave Niora like the no sign, like knife hand kind of thing.
Wait, you what?
I'm essentially telling you no in military terms.
What did the kid say? Because my internet
He
was.
he, he kind of held up his 8 silver and like, "If you find Moon, I'll give you this."
Offside, I shake my head.
Give him money.
No, you need that. You need that money to feed him when we get him back for you.
He like almost drops the silver out of like happiness and just gives you a really tight hug. And like you get like some tears kind of on your clothing and it kind of goes, "Thank you."
I'm gonna walk up as well and tell him to. I want you to take this silver and give him the best food you can once he gets back.
Oh, okay. Be careful, he doesn't like strangers.
I think we can manage. Don't worry.
I pat the kid on the head and look at the dad, give him a nod, and oh, and then I look back at the kid. Which direction do you usually like? Where was that deer that you saw?
Over there. And he points to like the. If you look at the map, you see the forests.
Yeah.
Yeah, he points towards that direction.
Okay.
It's maybe a quarter of a mile away from where their house is.
Okay. I look back at everybody else and I
shrug with the cloth in hand.
I'm gonna look back at them and be like, the clue.
Let's do it.
Was there an
Everyone
address
going?
for the adventurer thing?
There no basically there's a mansion by the lake that you guys saw when you were there. That's basically leading to that.
Okay.
Shall we check out the forest?
Yeah.
The way.
Is
Yeah.
that okay with everybody else?
Yep. Follow.
All right. You guys start heading towards the forest.
Oh, this wind is so edgy.
Blackthorn.
Then
That cloth, and you can smell and track, right?
Yep.
All right. You start getting some scents of the dog.
you want me to roll like investigation or anything?
Yes.
Sending now.
All right. You're able to track it decently, see it leading into the forest.
I shall follow said scent. Kind of keep a hand on the cloth, hand on my sword, just in case anything pops out.
All right. You guys make your way into the forest after about maybe a 15-minute walk, and it starts spreading. Like the scent, one goes left, one goes right.
I'm gonna stop.
Paw prints?
You notice 2 sets of paw prints.
Can I turn around and analyze the ones behind me?
And do an investigation check.
Copy that. Sending.
You notice there's some blood on some leaves.
Oh no.
Buddy joined your channel.
Welcome, MB.
Hello. I'm gonna pick up the bloody
Oh
leaf.
god. Poor Abby. Oh no.
I'm gonna pick up the bloody leaf and kind of get its scent versus the cloth.
It is a scent of the dog.
Oh, I just got a follower. Hello. Thank you. Don't know who that was, but I love you.
Sound like Buddy.
Oh, it's Wine. Thank you, Wine.
I
Anyways,
think I love you.
I am going to, yeah, I think I love you. I'm going to get a deeper analysis of the scent and begin tracking that instead. You want me to roll another one for the left versus right?
Yes.
And investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Sending.
It looks as if on the left is a trail of the dog, on the right is a trail of the blood.
Wait, the left is the dog, the blood is the right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn around and kind of hold my hands out to the crossroads to everybody.
What'd you see, dog?
Very funny. You want to get bitten?
Oh.
Dogs do bite.
Anyways, shh. The dog went off this way. It seems it fought something off that went this way. But you guys want to see if we can get the dog first?
The paw prints leading to the blood or away from the blood?
Away.
There's 2 sets of paw
You do
prints
notice
here.
there is some blood falling on the dog as well. On the footprint, on the paw prints go left.
So it seems that dog got into a fight. Blood leads this way, but dog goes that way. Which way would you want to go?
Hmm.
Dog could be wounded, but Is there paw prints where the blood is too, like another animal, or
Yes,
does it look like dog prints, or does it look like
it
another
looks similar
animal?
to dog prints.
They're both the same, but a hunter can
Similar.
tell the difference.
It's a fucking wolf, man. Just kidding.
Well,
We should probably go after the dog.
yeah, sounds about right.
Let's go. Coots, I'm assuming that was to the left,
Mm-hmm.
following the paw prints, not the blood marks.
All right. Follow that, and eventually you come upon a high rise, basically where the dirt has settled down, making a tiny, maybe 3 foot drop. And below you see a half decomposed deer. Next to it, you notice there is a black shape curled up, blood coming from part of its left hind leg, kind of pulling around it, and it's kind of laying there. Its head is on its two fronts of its paws. Well, two fronts of its basically
I
fucking.
want to whistle at it while I hold the cloth of
When you
its
whistle at it, you see
head.
this. You see the dog kind of stand up, and it kind of jolts from it, like kind of like trying to get up, but it can't. It just turns you and it starts growling.
I'm going to hold the cloth at it.
It's still
Its head.
growling.
I'm gonna point at Neora then. You were the one closest to the kid. It might recognize the scent if you get closer. I'm gonna cast a sign and put a barrier on her.
Just remember, the kid did say the dog did not like strangers.
I nod.
I'm gonna hand her the cloth as I cast the barrier on her.
I am going to look at Gunkar and I'm going to say, do you have any of that chicken from the inn with you?
Oh, sure. I'll pull out some of the mutton that I had.
Pulls it out of nowhere.
Just carrying around, walking mutton.
I take
Eating
a
as he
piece.
walks,
That's right.
It's inside of his armpit.
keeping it warm.
I take it
Perfect insulation.
and I hand the egg over to whoever is willing to take it. I give it to Abby.
You have a gigantic egg in your arms now.
Okay.
Hey Mona, it's okay. I like slowly
You're still hearing the.
walk forward.
You have the cloth in your hand, right?
He's kind of showing his teeth a little bit now.
I stop and I get down onto my knees slowly. Do you want a cookie? I say with a super high-pitched, sweet voice.
It's still growling at you, but it's just kind of watching you. More of a defensive growl.
I pull off.
I have that leaf as well, Coots. The one I picked up.
I pull off a chunk of it was mutton, right? Yeah, mutton. And I carefully throw it forward.
It looks down at it and looks back at you. It's not taking it.
I inch forward.
Okay.
You want a cookie?
It's still growling at you. Still showing its teeth.
I'm trying to remember.
Actually, I'm gonna give Neora. Psst.
I glance over.
Let me see that chicken.
I throw it to him. Then I keep my eyes back on the dog.
I'm going to pop the pilfer of love. Coots. Just
Oh,
give it a
no.
little splash.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
I hope no one looks like a dog.
Then I'm going
The
to
closest one is
toss
gonna be
it to the dog.
Abby.
I'm gonna toss it to the dog.
It's still not taking it and it's growling.
I
Toss the cloth. Toss the cloth.
take the
Let 'em-
cloth.
As close as you can to the chicken.
I lay down on my back. And I start making whimpering noises like a puppy as I start scooting closer.
It stops growling so much. I mean, it's still growling. It just kind of licks its lips a little bit.
Wait,
Oh,
which
no.
one is it
Cloth.
looking at?
Throw the cloth
You.
next to the chicken. Throw the cloth next to the
GG.
chicken.
Something wrong with you, are Courtney?
Throw the cloth over to the chicken.
He just kind of looks at you and stops kind of sneering so much and just kind of relaxes his face and just does that really big toothy yawn. Still doesn't take the chicken though, and just kind of stares at you,
I sit up,
and then barks.
barks. I pat my legs. Come here.
He tries to stand up when he falls back on his left leg, or there's a chunk of flesh missing. So there's been some type of fight.
I start moving closer, carefully though, to make sure he's not gonna, growl at
He's
me.
watching you really intently.
No.
Does anybody have the ability to heal?
I do.
Yeah, there's a
yes.
few of us.
Can you cast it without touching it, the dog?
No.
No. If you
Oh
can
my
hold
gosh.
it down.
I grab the cloth. How close am I to the dog right now?
You're about a foot.
I grab the cloth
Whoa.
and move it closer to the dog so he could smell it.
It starts backing up, like with its front two legs kind of start backing up and starts growling again.
I drop the cloth. I
Did
kind
we
of push it away.
did we meet the kid?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion Cantrip and create the sound of the little boy saying it's okay, whatever the dog's name is.
As soon as you do that, it like stops growling and its ears kind of like perk to the sides and starts looking around. And starts whimpering.
I'm just gonna
It starts shaking a little bit too.
make the Minor Illusion say it's okay, they'll help you, they'll help you.
Can anybody
He's,
cast sleep on it?
Tell
Can
it
you-
to eat the chicken. Tell
Can
it
you
to
make
eat the chicken. Tell it
the
to eat the
halfling
chicken.
look like a kid?
Oh.
Can anybody make the halfling look like the kid?
Just tell it to eat the chicken.
Minor
And I'm
illusion,
going
the
to
halfling.
suggest for the dog to try and eat the chicken. In the kid's voice. Illusion lasts 1 minute.
it kind of looks at all of you and kind of like goes down, like grabs a chicken, and just kind of eats a tiny bit of it.
It is spiked.
I'm gonna look over towards Hunter. What did you put in that? Because I know that wasn't just chicken.
I extend
I
my
give him a
hand,
wink.
but I have my hand in a fist so that if he does bite, he doesn't bite off one of my fingers.
You do what?
I extend my arm, like my hand out, but I'm keeping my hand in a fist so he doesn't bite my fingers.
Okay.
So he can sniff me.
He does.
No growl or anything?
No.
Oh god, no. Fuck me. Why does it always have to be me?
Put
You're the
yourself in
one
the
that approached it.
situation.
You approached it.
I gently pat.
It then licks your fingers.
Oh god. Okay. If it does start humping me, it's a normal dog thing. Okay.
As Neora,
And this kind of it starts panting a little
Oh god,
bit
no.
and looks at
I'm
you.
gonna start
Neora,
walking
And
forward.
then he just licks you in the face, and then like looks at
Oh
you,
no.
and then like just lays back down.
if Neora looks back at me, I kind of like I already recorked the bottle, but I kind of twiddle the pilfer of love in my fingers.
I narrow my eyes, but I shake my head and I look towards Abby. as I gently pet the dog now that he seems docile. Can you heal him real quick so that we can
I
get
am
him
not
away?
touching it.
I'm walking towards the dog, just sighing. Do I get close to the dog?
Yes.
I
I'm gonna
keep giving
kneel
the dog
down
some love. Just be like, yes, he's a
slowly.
good Muna.
He's still licking your face, like like Panzer licks
Yeah.
me everywhere. That's what he's doing.
I'm going to just touch around where he's wounded, not touch the wound, and then apply
Alright.
cure wounds.
Okay. The dog's leg seems to heal up.
You.
Am I close enough?
Yes.
I wanted to kind of spin my sword in my hand, or yeah, the Death Dance, and cast heal wounds on it too.
Okay.
That 8 was towards the dog.
Yep. The dog kind of stands up a little bit shaky, but looks all of you and licks you a little bit more in the face, Abby, and then it goes over to
Neora
you,
or
Hunter.
Abby?
I'm sorry, Nira. It comes over to you, Hunter,
Mm-hmm.
and it is kind of leans against you and looks up at you.
With a scratch behind its ears.
Looks like you made
He
yourself
kind
a
of sits
friend.
there and cocks his head. And he looks over at you, Kurt, and he walks over to you and does the same thing.
I'm gonna pat him on the head.
He just loves anybody. Oh my
Kurt.
god.
Kurt.
I'm gonna move
He
it down
loves
and roll it
everyone.
onto his
Such a
back and
dog.
rub its belly.
Love potions don't work on dogs.
So whenever you do that, he rolls over and just lays on his belly. And ding ding ding, Tessa.
All I can think is
Ding ding ding.
buddy.
Yep.
I was going to hold out that bloody leaf that I took up and kind of tell him to pick up, or essentially just give him the scent of it.
He smells it, and he looks at Cordal, and he kind of cocks his head at Cordal.
Kind of cocks his head, looking straight at Cordell, not up at him.
I'm going to tell him essentially, go. If that would work.
He doesn't go. He walks over to Cordal and just looks up at him and sits down.
He looks up at Cordell.
Just kind of pet him a little bit.
Oh no! Okay, he stares straight at him. Like his face is right in front of him whenever he's sitting down.
Yeah, sitting. He'd probably the same way.
It starts going.
Well then, shall we head back?
Yeah, we can head back, but it seems that we do need to retrace the trail of this. I know, boy, I know. But we need to get the trail.
And he paws Cordal. Cordal, you almost pushed back by him pawing you.
Oh god, Cordal's gonna bond with the dog. We're gonna have to tell the kid that the dog died.
Here's the problem, Coots. I can't talk to him because you made it sound like that spell was stupid. Damn it.
But it seems that we need to pick up the trail.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, Cordal. I haven't looked in your spell list. What are you talking about?
Dickhead.
I still need to update mine.
Cordal, I haven't looked in your spell list. I don't know what's in there.
Don't. Smart ass. I don't know what the hell to say to him. Just ask him what did that to him.
Just kind of cocks his head and looks at you.
I'll do the same.
Are you gonna cast Speaking with Animals?
No. Because here's the thing, Coots. Do you want me to put it back in there? and cheat?
I'm gonna be right back. Bathroom.
Gunkar doing spells? What?
Alright, Coots, then I'll cast it on him.
Goddamn, fucking had to hint that a million fucking
Hey,
times.
deal with it.
Looks up at you, and he goes, Wolf, they threaten friend.
Wolves threatened your friend.
Yes, I hurt them because they threaten him.
That's a good cause, I guess. Do you know where they went?
No, they hurt me. I crawled here. You remind me of my friend. He gives you a lick on the face.
I'm just gonna like stand off to the side and just like look at Cordell like he's always talking to animals. Good on him.
Well, let's get back to your friend, and I'll see if we can take care of him.
Why do you have a cat?
I didn't hear what he said.
Why do you have a cat?
Why do we have a cat?
Yes.
She's a friend of ours.
Can I chase her up a tree?
I go over and I take the egg from Abby.
I'll kind of lean down to the dog.
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
He turns around and Abby, you're standing there.
Oh, no.
Give him the egg, and all of a sudden you see the straw just kind of show his hackles and like shoulders kind of go up. It's slowly walking towards you.
I am
Starts
going
growling
to
a little bit.
stand up and take
And
my
you see
massive
me,
shield,
and you see me standing there smiling.
slam it in front of the dog, but not hit him.
The dog looks up at
And
you,
wait.
and looks back, and like peers its head over the shoulder, and looks back at Cordell. Why does big guy have to stop me?
Oh!
Aw, Gonkar, stopping the
dog.
fun.
What?
Move your shield.
What he's saying is leave it alone, Gunkar. Let it happen. He's not gonna hurt anyone.
Abby's gonna pitch in and say, no.
You're just gonna hear the kind of like the slurp of the shield getting pulled out of the mud.
He then continues stalking
no.
towards you, Abby.
Abby's just gonna keep backing away.
He looks up at a tree, then looks at you, and starts slowly walking a little bit faster.
Guys, would you mind stopping this? Abby's gonna scream at the start of barking and just start running.
And he, as soon as you start running, he turns around at Cordell and sits down, looks up, looks straight at you, and just goes, "That was fun. Can I be your friend?"
Oh, yes, please.
I think we can make that happen, but we have to get you back to your owner.
I don't want to hurt my little friend. You're little too, though. But my little friend needs to have actual friends. He only plays with me.
If it's too much of a problem, can everybody put their class and race into the TeamSpeak?
Okay.
Just do it.
He then turns back, not realizing that you can't understand Abby, and goes, "I was only joking."
And she's gonna keep running because that sounds like he's still chasing.
So all you hear
Sounds
is
like bark, bark, bark. Oh.
That's what it sounds like to you.
It's still a noise, it's still loud, so she's still running. She's not even looking back.
Abby, I need you to roll me a survival check. Okay. You get decently far enough away from the dog. But
Oh god.
you hear a noise. This twig breaking near you.
Oh, no.
Like a branch breaking?
Yes.
Big or small?
Can Hunter cast an immediate action to...
We're not around her.
You're not close
She ran
enough
away.
to her.
Can I see her being near the dog?
She's not
I
near
know,
the dog.
but
The
can I
dog
still
stopped.
see her? Okay,
No. She's about.
she's out of
She's
sight.
out of line of sight for trees.
Where Abby went?
Oh, she was just running away from the dog. She should be back.
Was it a big or small branch?
It was a big branch.
From above or to the side?
Investigation check.
It was to the side.
Perception.
Abby's gonna come to like a sliding halt and kind of look in that direction and try and gauge what's over there because it wasn't from behind. Would I roll a perception?
Yes.
Oh no.
You can't see whatever it is.
She's gonna try and like squint her eyes at it and I go, is somebody out there?
You hear another twig breaking, all of a sudden you hear
Abby's gonna go stark pale. And
We hear the hell.
start backing away from that direction to see if it would start
Yes.
following.
you'll hear it. As soon as you hear the howl, you see Muna kind of peek up and just look at you, Cordell, and just goes, "Wolves mean your friend." And he just starts taking
Towards
off
the wolves or away from the wolves?
I'll follow him.
towards the wolves.
Well,
No, considering Cordall's running off like a child, I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah, I follow.
Making a
Yep.
bounty then.
going with.
Alright. So for the very first round, you are
Mhm.
alone, Abby.
Gunkar!
I'm at a sprint.
Yeah, Gunkar will probably get there first.
200 feet a minute. 200 feet. 1
That's
second.
Put yourself in the middle of this map, Abby.
Where would we be coming from?
The southeast.
Oh shit.
Nobody roll me initiative.
Where'd my thing go? It's in the background.
Everybody roll.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Initiative!
Oh no.
Alright. Starting from the top. This wolf kind of slides down the hill. What's your
13.
AC, Abby? Alright. You take 11 points of damage and a strength saving throw.
God.
It
Oh,
pulls
shit.
you prone. Cordell, put yourself in the bottom southeast part of the map. Same with you, Gunkar. Muna is going to be down here with you guys. Alright. This one's going to run at you, Abby. So you're
Mhm.
prone on the ground. It's a hit.
Nine damage? Okay, it did that one for me.
Abby.
Okay, since it is a great fear of hers, she is going to immediately cast Thunder Wave at level 6.
You're
I
prone on
can't
the
do that
ground.
laying down.
You have to be standing up. In order to cast or hit anything, you have to be standing up. So stand up, half your movement.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright,
Okay,
now you
Thunder Wave at level 6. That is... Give me a second to read this. Each creature in a 15-foot cube must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. Successful save means that they'll only take half damage. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the damage is increased by 1d8 for each slot level above the first. So it's 5, 6, 7 d8s. Do you want me to just roll the d8s and I'll just mark it off? 4,
Yes.
5, 6, 7. This is oh
This is
shit.
the damage.
That'll be the damage, and then the Constitution saving. What is that going to be? I'm just gonna roll the spell to do the Constitution saving throw for them.
Yep. Target both
It was
of
1
them.
and 4, right? Yeah.
Yes. They both failed.
All right, so they
Alright,
take
both
full
fail.
damage,
They both take
and they get to
36.
push back 10 feet.
Oh, Direwolf 1 gets slammed into a wall.
He does, and he dies.
And half my speed is gone. Speed is that, so I can move. Would I be
From
able
walls.
to? I don't think I have the ability to climb anything without taking a penalty. Nope, because I don't have mobile. Abby's gonna move 15 spaces that way, and that will be the end of her turn.
Alrighty. Nora, put yourself in the bottom part of the map. Hunter, put yourself in the bottom part of the map. It's not gonna be able to reach you.
It's still uncomfortably close. Oh fuck.
This one, whoever is. That's a hit. 14 points of damage, and need to make a strength saving throw. Drags
Motherfucker.
to the ground again. Basically, it's biting into your heel and dragging you onto the ground.
I don't know if I'm technically allowed to say it, but she's screaming the whole time that that's happening.
Put yourself in the bottom part of the map. There you go. Gordal.
Okay. I'm gonna use my
Is my mic muted?
bonus action.
Yeah, it was.
I was gonna say it's hamstringing.
My
Yeah.
bonus action I can use to dash. So I'm gonna run up here. Do I see the wolf on top of her, or just like just a crowd?
You do see the wolf on top of her, yes.
Okay. I can do a lot of shit right now. I will shoot 2 arrows at Direwolf 3, and using, I think it's called Break the Horde, I can shoot one at Wolf 2.
Okay. And who are you telling Luna to attack?
Direwolf 4.
Oh.
And one for number 2. That's my turn.
Thank you everyone for posting what they are and who they are.
Why?
Muna's gonna... run up here.
They're so little.
Oh, crit.
Damn.
That dog is beast. Shit.
Fucking killed it.
Rips its head off.
Yeah. Basically runs over and grabs it by the heels, drags it back, and just
Oh,
rips at
that
it.
dog is
Dope.
fucking savage.
You then hear the dog, Cordell, go, "No one hurts friends."
Like
Young
full running as I'm running in here.
Alright, go Carlos.
And I'm going to like sweep down with one of my hands and pick up Kurt. And I'm gonna continue running. It's half movement, but I'm still gonna get pretty far.
Alright.
I'm basically end up there. I have 100 feet of movement. It's ridiculous. And then I'm going to, seeing the two dogs here, throw Kurt at Direwolf 2.
Alright, roll me a dex. I mean, roll me a.
It's dex check or a strength throw?
Oh, him. Oh, him.
Dex check.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, last time I thought
Yeah,
it was
him, not you.
strength for that.
That's for distance.
Oh,
Dex is
okay.
for action.
I'm so light, you throw for distance.
Alright, Kurt, you end up.
Zah!
Bonus action rage.
Abby.
Intimidate those assholes.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
You gonna stand up?
Oh, it's my turn now?
Abby.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna stand up, and they're both uncomfortably close again, so Thunder Wave level 5.
Fuck.
Blackton, why are you offline?
3 and 2 are the ones that I need.
What's the range of Thunderwave?
10 feet. I'm pretty sure they're both in 10 feet, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Level 6 on them. So that one
Fucking
is
dope.
4 more than the 2, so that's 6 of them. 4,
Check,
5,
check, check.
6.
Here.
And here is the Constitution save for it. So they don't get thrown back, and it's half damage.
Okay, so.
And then
Hang on, gotta do some math.
14.
No, it's more
Or
than that.
12.
Because they already had damage on them.
Oh,
Be 13. I'm sorry, no, be 14, my bad. Alrighty.
and as a secondary attack, she is going to take out her rapier and stab at wolf number 3.
Okay. Taking out weapons are free actions.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Good. It's still busted?
Oh god, no, she's terrified.
No, it's working now.
Thank you.
Am I supposed to have a repercussion on
D20.
that?
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Alright. You go to stab into this wolf, and the wolf kind of bites you in the leg. Not enough to take damage, but enough for you to be able to drop your rapier. Your rapier's now on the ground.
Okay. It'll be the end of her turn.
Nora.
I am going to Misty Step here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to move 30 feet here. Then I'm going to.
You're gonna exorcist?
Oh.
And I'm going to light them bitches on fire.
Alrighty.
Because there's no such thing as going easy on wolves, man. Fuck that shit. They attacked Abby.
At least there's no other puppy in the way
They
this
take
time.
half. Which I think it already does it.
One of them catches on fire.
That hurt.
The other one
Great.
is burning.
Did I accidentally target you?
No, she said at least there's not a dog in the way this time. I said too soon.
Oh,
Too soon. Oh,
don't worry.
shit.
Don't worry.
I was gonna mention that earlier.
Oh,
Don't worry, Cardinal. This is the reason why I got the dog quest. We're secretly gonna give you this dog, okay?
It's alright, she still killed the dog this time.
Kill the wolf, there's a difference. Oh wait, no, the wolf.
No, there is not.
Your wolf
no,
was a
there is
wolf.
not. A wolf is a dog by essential fucking characteristics and trait.
Well, yeah.
They're both canine.
Canine.
Canis lupus, that's what
But
it was
his animal was a wolf too, just saying. Okay, I got one more thing I can do. What dog is that? Is that Wolf 2?
Yeah.
Miss. Okay.
Hunter.
Ooh, it's finally Hunter's turn.
Dylan in the corner waiting.
Yeah, still? I'm alright, I'm alright. I got enough movement for this bitch. Let's see.
Oh.
I know you're freaking Superman.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Oh, fuck. Sorry, gun car.
I went
Right.
squish.
60.
What?
70.
You were at 70.
No, you were at
I
70.
cannot. 70 means I can't use normal attacks. Right, Coots?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I can still
You're
use a
targeting me still. Be careful.
I can still use a bonus action. I'm going to kill the shit out of the wolf.
Wow.
I mean, I
Target
wouldn't
the wolf.
blame you for killing my girlfriend. I mean, sometimes I want to do it too.
I mean, I would punch her in the face. I mean, what?
Wow. Can you feel the
The
love
love tonight.
tonight?
I'm going to try
No.
my new thing
Don't
of
feel it.
Burning Heart of the Wolf. I have it targeted, right?
Yeah.
You will. Burning Heart of the Wolf. Boom. That was a bad cast. It
Did it miss?
looks like it missed on both ends. I cannot use normal attack actions, and I'm standing right here. I am out of actions. Go ahead.
It's the wolf's turn.
Going eh?
Alright.
Can you feel the love tonight?
This wolf is going to turn to you, Hunter. It's going to look at you. And
I'm gonna give it a middle finger.
it's going to try to run away.
Where you running, bitch? I'm gonna fucking
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, boy. Give it a middle finger. Give it some shit.
Ooh.
Can you feel the love tonight? Is that piercing?
That is. You kill it.
As it tries to run away, as it turns its head, all I'm gonna do is, like, as it turns its head, is I'm just gonna take my sword, like when it looks to run, and just cleave its head off as it turns
Right.
from my
As
vision.
soon as it turns, you bring your sword up and you literally just lob off its head, and its body kind of goes for a second, and it starts tumbling. Muna's gonna walk over and like look at Abby and look at you, Cordell, and just look at you, Cordell, and just go, "I'm sorry I hurt your friend."
It's fine. We can take care of it.
I didn't mean for her to get hurt.
Abby's gonna kind of be standing there shaking her. She's looking down at her hands, which are like profusely, like non-stop shaking. She's got double vision right now.
I'm just gonna move up.
Like
Oh.
I
near
guess just touch her.
hyperventilating.
Alright, just relax. I'm just gonna like touch your shoulder and then cast healing touch thingy. Whatever it's called. Where is it?
Abby.
Hmm.
You see Muna walk over, take your rapier by his mouth, and like points the hilt towards your hand.
Abby's just gonna shake her head repeatedly and go, no, 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 no.
Relax.
I wrap my arms around Abby, not to like restrain her, just to
Restrain her.
I will force you to like this dog.
just you know,
You will like it or
just-
you will
just-
die.
just to warm her up, because I know how much cats like warmth. It's okay, Abby. We're not gonna let this dog hurt you.
Cats like the cold.
Just keep it away. Keep it away.
Buddy joined your channel.
I'll just extend my hand out towards the dog with the rapier.
Right. He lets go of it, and this kind of looks at Cordell, and goes, "Why doesn't she like me?"
After taking, I'll pat the dog on the head
Well,
and then just hand the rapier towards Abby.
being half cat person, she doesn't like dogs very much.
But I'm not being mean right now.
I'm sure she'll come around.
Would licking her
Gotta
make
pet
her
him.
feel better?
I can't. What is it saying?
I wouldn't do that.
Being, I don't know, it's a dog.
It makes most people feel better, though.
What is it saying?
Sounds like a very heart-to-heart conversation. I leave it at that.
All I can hear is barking.
Abby will take the rapier from Kurt and kind of like fumble it back into the clasp.
The dog kind of like lowers its head and just kind of walks off.
Oh no!
Let's follow it.
Doesn't walk off far, just goes over here and just sits down, just kind of looks at the ground, just kind of starts digging a tiny bit with one of its front paws.
Does anybody have a shovel or just gun car? Gun car,
I'll
come
just,
here.
I look back at Abby and I
I'll just
say,
walk up and look over him and be like, what are you doing?
Gun car, can you help him?
Just kind of looks at you and just kind of goes,
I'm gonna use my
Pat him
hands
on the
to
head.
dig the hole.
Alright, you start digging the hole, and, gun car.
Channel switched. Buddy was moved to your channel.
Inside the hole, you reach down and start kind of digging, and you feel it seems to be fur.
Fur?
Fur, and you feel something made of leather.
Can I grab it?
Right? You pull it up, and in the broken common you can read, it says, "Lucky," and it has poorly drawn, etched stick figures in the metal of two dogs sitting next to each other. You kind of
Okay.
scratch some of the dirt away, and you see it didn't spell lucky, it's spelled Lily.
Lily.
Channel switched.
But
Buddy
it
was
said,
moved to your channel.
but. It said it was hurting people. Like,
"Where is the
like
frost
they're-
giant? Is he with
Man,
us?"
No,
no,
he's
no,
at the
yeah.
castle.
Anyways, it said there was something going on at the lake. Like they were hurting. Like people were like, there was something shit going on. Not just
saying.
naked giant intrude lake.
Huh.
But anyways, go ahead, Hoots.
What did you find, Gunkar?
I'm gonna hand it to Kurt.
I'll take it in my hand, I guess, whatever it is.
You see
going to
a
look
piece
over
of
to Kurt.
leather that looks like it's tied together with some string at the end, and it shows two poorly drawn stick figures of two dogs, and it says Lily on the top of it.
Oh.
I need the
Oh.
map.
It's just like the Divinity Quest.
Shut up!
It's Coots' other dog.
Shut up! Romeo's crying. What? No Boondocks fans? Fuck you guys.
No, I got your reference.
God such a fucking dick.
Romeo's crying.
I never watched
Everyone.
Shut up!
Bones.
Romeo's crying.
Come on, just shoot me.
That's a great scene.
I don't know. You sure?
Shut up! Romeo's crying.
What's happening?
Cordali kind of walks over to you and looks up at you, and he's like, "Have you ever lost a friend?"
Thank you, Indian Scots.
I'm just gonna walk over to
You're the
Cordell and
best.
hand to
Love you
him what
very
I
much.
found, or what Gunkar gave me,
Welcome to the stream of Fantasy Grounds D&D.
and just nodding.
Currently, we're fighting some shit. We're about to get in some little more of a roleplay kind of type. We just got out of combat. If you wanna kind of backtrack on the
Yes,
log
he just
there.
looks at you, Cordell.
Wonderful intro, Blackthorn.
He looks at you, Cordell, and just goes,
Always, man.
"Have you ever lost a friend?"
It's been a little while, but yes, we have
Lily
lost a
was my
friend.
sister.
What did that dog say?
The
Why
wolves
is it
took her?
barking?
No, they just buried her here because she liked to go in the woods.
All I can think of is like Cordell's barking back at the dog.
I am.
Bark,
no,
bark,
no,
bark,
no, no, no,
bark,
no,
bark.
no, no. How it is Cordall's going.
And the dog goes.
He just kind of looks at you, and he kind of cocks his head, and you can tell
Cordall, what the fuck are you talking
he
about?
looks kind of sad, and he just goes,
They buried his sister
He's like-
here. Shut up.
he's like, I miss my sister. She was my best friend.
Let's bring
I
the
want
dog back to life.
I want her to like me. I want her to be my sister, but she's afraid of me.
You're talking about Abby?
Yes. She has ears like my sister did.
Oh, his sister was a cat. Other house pet.
Hmm.
What's he saying?
He wants a new friend.
All right. Stop being fucking stupid. New friend is in what? Like specifics or what kind of new friend?
I pointed Abby.
That's gonna be hard.
Let her know I'll always protect her, and she won't get hurt by anything I do, and I care about her, and she's not going to get hurt.
I'm gonna look towards Abby in the distance. You're making the dog cry.
I'm gonna point at Abby as well and be like, "You need to go pet that dog now."
Abby's still over there like half hyperventilating. She's still calming down. She ain't
better
noticing
go.
a shit.
The dog cry.
I want to walk over to Abby.
She's
So
kind of
say,
pacing in her little 5-foot square there.
how tall is the dog?
The
Can
dog
I
is
grab
about
Oh god.
3'5"
Can I
tall.
grab Abby?
No, one sec, Hunter. Is it?
I
Am
wanna-
I just
I wanna grab
slightly
it.
taller than it, or is it slightly taller
It's slightly
than me?
taller than you.
Wait, how
Can
tall
I-
is the dog?
Slightly taller than Cordall, who is 3'5".
Oh
Whoa,
god,
look at
it's more than half of Abby's height then.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell him to kind of like
that's cool.
lower his head a little bit, and like try to hide behind me as I walk towards
Okay,
Abby.
he does. He like stealthily tries to walk behind you.
Definitely
So,
walking behind something
I stay
that's
in
smaller
front of
than him.
Abby, holding the egg.
It's
Can-
like a giant hiding behind a stick tree.
where am I? Oh, I was right here. Can I try to grab Abby?
I gesture to Gunkar
Oh,
to
Kurt, that's
go
mean.
to go over here to like block her off.
Can I still try to grab Abby?
God, you guys are gonna give her a fucking heart attack.
We all try to grab
Calm
Abby.
down.
Can I roll it to advantage, Scoots?
Sure, she's shaken up.
Strength
Do I
check.
need to roll a strength save?
Yes.
Oh, strength
Strength
check on my
check.
part, right? Strength check.
So say if she
Oh.
beats your shit, that's gonna be funnier than hell. Damn.
Fuck.
What up? All right. I want to do the same thing with the Pilfer of Love, except I only want to like kind of dab it on my finger and rub it across your lips.
That's even more dangerous than feeding it to the dog.
Oh
still-
God!
I already thought of it, so I'm just gonna do it.
Unfortunately, the instinct whenever somebody would do that would be to lick their lips, so unfortunately that's what she's going to do.
So I'm just. This is just a regular dexterity. What do you want me to do, kids? Check or save?
Check.
Check. Regular check or advantage
Regular
check?
check. You're not able to eat on her
Oh.
lips.
Good. Fucker.
Can I try again at a disadvantage?
Abby's gonna start, like, squirming. What the hell are you doing?
Calm down. I'm assuming that's consent with disadvantage. Oh, it's 1.
Abby.
You drink it yourself.
Oh God!
Oh
Calm down.
my God! What the fuck?
Calm down. We're rolling ones now.
But does she freak out? Because I just rubbed something on her lips and Kurt was like, "Calm
A
down."
little bit.
Yeah,
She's
she's like kind of panicking again.
Does she have to roll a insight check? Maybe.
Doesn't help that I have an aura that causes
Holy
people
shit.
around me to be
I put my hands on Abby's shoulders, and
Oh,
I make
shit.
her look like right into my eyes.
Disadvantage insight, Abby.
Wait.
Would that be what I'm
Hang
supposed
on.
to do?
Tessa, go.
I'm literally just gonna say, get over your fear. Stop being a pussycat.
And am I rolling insight now to know what she's talking about?
No, you're not gonna have time because you turn around after she says that, and you see this looking up at you.
Oh,
It's Panzer!
look at it.
Abby's just gonna go stark white and start thrashing around in Hunter's arms. Let go!
We're both actually
I
holding you.
slap
So
Abby's face.
Oh!
Snap out of it.
All right, she's thrashing around in my arms. Is that a dex or a
That's
strength?
gonna be a strength save.
that would actually be with disadvantage too,
Disadvantage.
because we're both actually holding her.
Advantage or disadvantage?
It'd be disadvantage on her end.
Yeah, it would be.
If
because
she
it's
tried
two- it's
to.
two of
And
them.
I also have my hands on her shoulders, so.
Here is a advantage strength save.
He's just looking up at you exactly like that.
That's an adorable
That's
dog.
Panzer. That's the dog that
I know.
I
It's
love Panzer.
Panzer.
He is adorable.
I tell Abby, Muna was the one that alerted us that you were in trouble. Any scary dog would have probably let any other cat die to wolves. He risked his life to save you. He
Whoops.
wants to be your friend.
He's the one that chased me!
He wanted
He
to
didn't
have
chase
fun.
you, he stood there. He just looked at you and you ran.
Oh, all right. Hold on. How the fuck do you think I got here?
Because you're
tracked
some
this
weird vampire-ish
All
thing.
right. Do you want to get bit in the neck?
You want to become a woman?
No. Do you want to become a bitch? How about that?
Hey.
Anyways. All right.
Dog.
Shut the fuck up, Kurt. All right.
All right.
The dog chasing
How
you might
How
have
do
been my
you
problem.
think we got here? We had a split 50-50 path. We have a dog here, and now we fought the wolves. Here we are. Look at the situation. That's all I'm asking. Just look at the situation before you.
I am, and I ended up by myself, surrounded by a fucking bunch of hellhounds.
Just
Did not
talk to them.
anticipate that.
Just kiss the dog on the forehead. That's all you gotta do.
You don't
Pet
even
it.
have to kiss him. Just pat him on the forehead.
Or pet him. Do whatever you want.
For 5 seconds, we will count. I will get you a glass of milk afterwards. And a fish.
Gunker
Or
is so
vodka.
excited
Whatever
he
the fuck you want.
Gunker got
Gunker's-
so excited
she's a dog.
he's racing circuits everywhere.
Alright. Whoa.
He got in a fight. He's doing the pee-pee
only
dance.
the only thing
gotta go.
that's going on is the kid just wants to see his dog. All we gotta do, then we can proceed on with our fucking lives.
It resides with you.
Abby's gonna go quiet for a minute.
Just pet the fucking dog, and we can get on with our shit.
Roll, I'll just like, hi.
Say, we're right here if you
Kinda
tell us
gonna, like,
anything.
Quick glance at Hunter, then back at the dog, and slowly, like, just hold out a hand and close her eyes.
He comes up to your hand and kind of nudges your hand to his ear.
She's gonna jump a little.
You've never really been this close to a dog before willingly. Well, not willingly, but somewhat willingly. And it actually feels almost kind of comforting to feel fur in your hand. So very similar to a cat, a little bit more coarse and thick hair.
Abby will kind of, like, scratch at it curiously, but her eyes are still closed and kind of, like, cringing
you
a
feel
little.
it kind of cock its head a little bit in your hand after you start petting it. It kind of leans back and just kind of licks your hand a little bit. And then
she's gonna retract her arm really fast and open her eyes.
He's gonna back up and start jumping up on his front paw, like jumping up with his front paws. And Kirk, you hear him doing this, like, "She's my friend now. She's my friend." It's jumping everywhere.
That did it.
And then he looks at you, Kurt. He's
Are we
like,
good
"I
now?"
want to be with you guys. You guys are fun, and you're my friends now, and I like you guys a lot."
Oh my god, we're keeping this dog. How do we tell the 4-year-old that the dog doesn't want to stay with him anymore? Do we just say that he died?
On the Blackthorn.
Say again? Sorry?
Look at your phone here in a second. I turned around and saw that.
Did you? Oh. That fucking cat.
It was so dumb.
What happened?
We were talking about the dogs and stuff like that, and how it's like super sad, and she's freaking out about dogs, and everyone knows. And I just turned around, my cat's like splayed out on the couch. It's all passed out, just laid out in the chair, just. Yep.
Cordell comes over to
comfortable.
you and just leans into you, and not realizing that you're not as strong as a normal human is, he almost kind of topple over, not completely, just kind of like take a few steps back to kind of hold his weight. He's like, "I love you guys so much, and I just want to be with you guys forever. And you're like the best persons ever. And the cat lady's really nice. I want to be your friend again. And she patted me really nice. And that one girl over there with the yellow hair, she's really nice to me too. And so is the big guy.
Yellow. He's not
And
colorblind.
shut up. And so is the big guy." And the other guy that's scary, and the guy that's in all black.
I really hope
don't
that
know
this
what
love
happened, but I
potion
think
doesn't
he's
wear
happy.
off and he actually hates us all.
I'm just kind of petting him, knowing the kid's gonna want him back.
Well, it seems our task here is done. Shall we head back before anything else happens?
Yeah.
Hunter, shall we drag Abby along?
I can walk on my own.
She can walk
No.
on
You
her
sure?
own.
We're gonna drag her.
I give both of them a glare. Try intimidating.
I will intimidate back,
Eh.
bitch.
My intimidation is strong.
Oh shit.
Plus,
You wanna
I'm
fucking
out. Hide
die?
behind Roloff.
You wanna die? Yeah, that's right. Hide.
Roloff, whenever you appear out,
Don't
you
bite me.
see Muna look at you, and he runs over to you, and this leans into you too. He's like, "Hi, you're different too." You can't understand anything he's
I
saying.
mean,
He's basically going,
they seem sweet. Did you hear me, Emma? Whoop, whoop.
Emma.
Me, Tessa.
Emma.
Emma.
Tessa.
Emma.
Oh,
I mean,
I keep thinking of that damn Steve fucking name.
Emmy May.
Shut up. What did you say?
What
I
did
didn't hear what you
say?
said.
Commented to Neora. I bet you taste both spicy and sweet at the same time.
What?
I don't want to find out. I hide behind.
What
Behind
do you do,
Roloff.
Roloff,
Oh,
with
don't
this
worry.
dog
You'll find
leaning
out
up
one
against
day.
you?
I give him a couple pets, and then I pat him 3 times and go, and then I go away.
Okay. He looks at you, Nora, and is kind of like really happy. His mouth is open. Just
I lean down and I kiss his nose, and then I
he
keep
just
hiding
starts
behind Roloff.
licking your face and like trying to follow you, and you're going to hide behind Roloff.
I let him follow me.
Cordell, you can hear this from
I'm still-
Cordell. You can hear this from this far away. He's like,
I'm-
"I'm trying to give her a bath, but she's not staying still."
Hunter is being really scary, Roloff.
I'm
Why?
always scary. Go fuck
No.
yourself.
He threatened to bite me and taste me. I don't know what that means, and I don't know where he wants to bite me. But please don't let him bite me.
Just wear a garlic necklace.
Hunter, I will set you on fire.
Okay.
That
That's
works
fine.
too.
I'm not a vampire. Are you fucking stupid?
I'm pretty sure anybody who was set on fire other than me would still burn.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not a vampire. Oh, darn. It burns for a little bit.
I'm sure they said the same thing too about crabs.
I'm sure this. No, whoa. Oh. This might be a little off, but I'm sure they said the same thing in Africa.
Oh, God damn it!
Ooh.
Woo!
That went from like 1 to like 2 million in like half a second.
Should we go back to the kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go
Okay.
back
He
to the
starts
kid.
walking with you guys like, "So where do you
As
guys
long as it
live
gets you
at?"
away from me.
Don't worry, Neora. I'm not gonna
He's saying
bite
that to
you.
you, Cordell, while you guys are walking back.
Yeah.
I relaxed a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna do an insight check on Hunter.
Cordell,
I don't trust him.
Yeah, I heard. Where?
Hunter
And what
would
would
only
I can't hear you,
bite
bud.
you if you asked him to,
Okay.
We're headed back to what would be considered
or
our
if
little
he was
kingdom,
in
right?
need.
Yes.
If you asked him to, or he was in need, Neora.
Like dying.
Yeah, like he doesn't necessarily need blood, but the blood also counts as food to him.
While you guys are heading back, he looks at you when you say that. He's like, does that mean I can get really good food?"
What's that dog say?
He's asking Cordell if that means he can eat really good food if he comes with you guys.
What did he say?
Asking Cordell.
He's asking if he can have some what he calls good food.
What's
I
good
like
food?
eating
Can
is
I
old meat that
tell-
gotten rotten.
Can I tell Cordell I told him to, or I told his owner to give him the best food that he could? Either that or
Whenever you're saying this, basically to give you an idea of how this works, the dog can understand you all, but you can't understand the dog unless you're Cordell. Whenever you say that, he looks at you, Cordell, and kind of goes, "Oh, I don't really want to go back," and he sits down.
I was also gonna say, if the owner couldn't provide, I was gonna give more
He
money.
looks at you,
get
Cordell, and
better
goes,
Gotta go fast.
My friend's dad hurts him.
Just so I can process again. So the kid's dad hurts the
No,
dog?
my friend's dad hurts him.
The dad beats the kid.
That beats the kid.
Is he the only one that can understand
Yes.
this?
He comes out here a lot to get away from him.
Actually, considering.
Cordell.
That was the wrong person to tell.
Cordell, what's that dog saying?
The dog does not wish to go back to the kid.
Can you ask it what it might need, or can we just buy the dog?
You just to say it's not a safe place for the kid to be either.
Cordell, I'm gonna plant my hand on Cordell's shoulder. Cordell, if you really want to say that, I could send him off to the Witcher School. I essentially give him this serious look where it's like I'm telling him this is where it could be life-changing kind of look.
What are we talking about now? Or they just kind of like show up near you guys?
If you really think that this is what it is, Cordell, I can either tell him he can be sent off to the Witcher School, or I can make a pardon to him to be sent off to the Witcher School. You know that, right?
Or we take the kid, since we have Nika. I'm sure Nika would like a playmate.
Or you can leave the kid and not worry about him.
Those
Whenever
are
you
options.
say that, the
thing
dog
is-
starts to growl at you. No,
Who,
at
me?
Rolov.
No, at roll off.
I will put you down, boy.
He just starts growling more.
Can I sign a symbol and blow Rolov away? Just
But right before you do that, I'm just gonna like put my sword
Let me.
between everyone. All right. First off, before we make any decisions that might change everything, let's think it over for a moment.
alright.
So I coin in an idea. We could hire the boy. Don't have to pay him much. Don't have to
We
pay him
don't.
at all.
But the thing is,
We could make him someone under Niora. Someone, let's say, a maid.
Kurt,
We do have a kingdom coming along.
Yeah.
To help out.
We
Kurt.
could
We
use.
need people to clean the castle.
What
once
is it,
it's made.
Hunter?
we could also
Sounds a
make
lot
him
like a
we
a
could
slave.
also make the boy a witcher. He's young enough. He's willing enough. It's
Is
just
the boy
witch.
willing though?
Yeah,
It's
you haven't
just
met him.
that's not the thing. They do not have to be willing. They just had to be strong enough.
Who said he was strong? What if he's sick?
What about you? Bet you're weak.
I grew up in the streets.
Are you
I
sure?
grew up in a fucking orphanage.
So did I.
That's good. So I think we should leave the kid. We both grew up good. Why do we have to help this kid?
Then Kurt, it's your decision. We can make him a witcher. Maybe.
How about
Hire him.
let us return to town first before we make this decision.
How about-
Let's see how
How about we show the
How the-
dog to the kid first, and then let
let's
him
see at the
decide.
reunion. Let's let them reunite first.
Can I pat my knee? Goods. Tell the dog to come here.
Yes, he does.
What do you think, boy?
He is here.
Would you like your? Would you like?
Which basically translates for you, Cordell. I want to go back to protect him, but I also don't want to go back because I like being with you guys. You guys are fun. Except for him, he was talking mean about my other friend. We don't leave one of
I'm
the
going
pack
to continue.
behind.
I'm going to continue speaking in my common terms to the dog. Kind of look at him in the eyes. What would you think of your owner becoming a witcher?
He just kind of
Somebody
cocks
like
his head at
me.
you.
What's a
Somebody
witcher?
able to defend himself. Somebody willing to defend his people.
He looks at you, Cordell, and
Animals,
goes,
creatures.
"Will
Fight
he get
monsters.
hurt?"
What did he say, Kurt?
I don't know.
Kurt doesn't know shit.
I don't know what the dog said.
It's Coital.
Coital. It's
Coital.
coital. It's coital.
God damn it! Stop.
I'm going to turn to the dog and kind of rub behind his ear. He'll become stronger, be able to defend himself, much like you.
Or we
Able.
give him to my wizarding guild and he can learn his own magic.
Oh god, I was muted.
A dog learning magic.
A kid.
You'd be
Oh,
surprised.
the kid.
Yeah, Wilson.
Okay.
Fucking Divinity Ex Machina here.
Yo.
Yeah.
I do
Alright.
need people that I can train as well.
But you realize, since we're having our own little castle, it might be best for us to begin training our own garrison, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But as you wish.
I'm just gonna be standing here listening to you guys' conversation back and forth with my hands behind my back, just taking in everything you guys say.
I don't mind
Not saying anything.
honest. But the only thing that I require is for this dog and this boy to be sent to the Witcher Academy of Ismir. That's it. That's all I require. They'll be fed. They'll be sheltered. They'll be trained.
Why are you guys so worried about training them? Just turn them into a farmhand and be done with them.
How about you shut the fuck up?
There's a possibility.
I raised my hand
No,
for both of them.
see, the both of you. No. Neora, listen here. The both of you have plans to train him in something that's going to get him hurt, injured, or get him into something higher. Possibly, okay, maybe the magic. But what if he takes that magic and does some crazy shit with it, right? You could just simply make him a farmhand, and he won't do anything. He'll make farms for the town. Or,
I'm okay with
again, do nothing with him. Why do we have to hire this boy, turn him into something
I'm
he's
going
not?
to raise my hand at Rolov, like in a sign stance where all my fingers are spaced out apart.
When
And I
you
summon
do,
my sword.
Muna walks in between both of you. Doesn't growl, just walks in between both of you.
You need to calm down.
No. It's not a matter of being calm. It's a matter of why are we doing what we're doing?
It's not a mention of being a farmhand. You have a dog and a
Cordell.
child that aspires to be something greater than what he is.
Muna looks at you
Yes.
and goes, "Packs don't fight."
Wait, what?
I agree.
Tell them.
As they're commenting on this, Hunter's just going to be like, the child and the dog can be greater than what they are, than a farmhand, you peasant.
At this
Then
point,
we
I'm
let the
gonna
kid
raise.
decide.
I'm just gonna raise my hand. Then
Yeah, so it looks at you, Cordell, again and goes, "If it's that big of a deal, let me have the house with Friend's dad. I will make him stop."
use this point. I'm gonna use a second slot spell.
Oh, shit.
Use
Good.
command,
Is
and I'm gonna tell you both to silent.
Is essentially at this point
You
is
guys both shut up.
Bartholomew intervening and kind of like helping people understand.
Bartholomew is not here anymore.
I thought he wasn't around.
Oh, okay.
I'm
By
just
following
gonna,
me, poof.
like I used the spell command on the second slot and told you both to shut up.
Do we
Yes.
do a save or
Yes.
Like
Of
A
what?
Wisdom save.
the wisdom.
Was it just one
Yep.
turn roll off?
Both Hunter and Ola.
Roloff, you feel
Nope.
compelled not
Kurt
to talk
is
though.
Wisdom saves.
Kurt is the Duke. I believe that he should be the one that decides.
He does. Hunter does save it.
I don't talk to motherfuckers.
Pet the dog and say, "Come on,
No.
let's
What's
let
this?
Willie decide."
It only
Friends don't
lasts a
fight.
moment. Roll off. So I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm gonna wave the dog and just start walking away.
He's just looking at you, and he's just still standing between both of them, and just keeps repeating, "Friends don't fight."
I'm just gonna keep walking away towards town.
Tell them
I wanna-
to say sorry.
Is there any way
I think it's
I
past
don't
that.
care. Tell
Is
them
there any way?
to say sorry. You can't be a pack with people or us fighting. You have to have each other's back at all times.
Alright, Saint, you're good. That was pretty much the end of it.
Was there any
can
way
talk
I could
again.
reach Cordell before
I'm
he
glaring at
ran
you.
away?
You are glaring at me, I don't care.
No, I was gonna say, is there any way I could reach Cordell before he ran away?
Kurt or Kurt?
Dex versus Dex?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like,
I didn't
you
leave.
began walking away. Is there any
Yes.
way I could, like, grab onto the back of your armor before you walk away?
I was like
Yeah, he was.
15 feet away from you. Unless you can somehow magically teleport.
Okay, I have fucking 60 speed, and I have mobile.
Yeah, but you can't just
Yep,
grab
he has a
me.
point.
You have to
Are
walk
you
to
sure
me.
about that?
Unless you can teleport on my person, you can't just
No,
turn and
you
grab.
have to catch up with him, which you can do quickly, but you have to walk to go get him.
I believe because Kurt is our Duke, he is our Lord, we need to trust his
Alright.
decision.
I'll just give him an all figure. Alright. He is our Duke, but
Baron.
Baron, yeah, whatever.
Sorry, Baron. He is our Baron, but I am his Marshal. I am the one responsible for the ones that they are inherited or trained into our little army.
You could also say I am the Chamberlain, so I'm in charge of the servants. So
I
either
could
way,
say
we
that.
both. It is up to him, not us.
I said I could say that, but
I'm gonna get like 20 feet away, turn around, just like, are you coming?
I leave. I walk
I'm just
away
like
from
say to
Hunter.
everyone, are you coming?
I kind of shake my head as both him and Niora leave.
We'll talk about this in town. It's getting dark, I bet. It's going to eventually get dark.
I begin to sigh.
We'll discuss this at the inn.
Kurt.
Let us walk and talk. I like to make progress.
I will begin to sigh under my breath. You're a bitch. But I will join Kurt on his adventure.
They walk off. He looks at you, Cordell.
Snaps at the dog.
He looks at you, Cordell, whenever he's walking off, and goes, "Why are they such dicks?"
I'm trying to figure that
They
one out
both
myself.
seem like good
I'm
people,
snapping
but
at the
they're
dog
both
to join
being
us.
dicks right now. No.
Camera goods. I snapped at the dog to kind of join us.
I got what you mean.
Not
like he's just sitting there watching Cordell, basically.
Kind of like a whistle.
Cordell is basically the one he's following.
Yeah. A come with kind of snap. Yeah.
pet him and say, let's go.
As we're walking, I'm going to look at Gunkar. What do you think? Considering he's been the neutral, silent party this whole time.
Bummer.
Palmer?
Why don't we just let the kid and the dog do what they want?
Quite. Sounds like quite the idea.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I understand that's what you're saying, but you guys were fighting and it was either going to erupt into a fight, physically, someone would get hurt, or it would get to nowhere. See, we're walking back to town. That is a progress. As long as if we argue here and we don't stop, I am fine.
The only thing I wish to tell you, my Baron,
Yes.
I
Marshall.
bow thankfully before him,
I'll bow back.
is
Like a nice light bow.
I can summon a few master witchers to begin training orphans or this
Yes,
child
that is-
and his dog. They can
that is
also
quite
help
all right.
construct the castle, but it's at your will.
Hmm.
But let me allow you. In this kingdom, not Ismir.
Yes.
In this kingdom, not Ismir, is we can summon orphans and children into the Witcher category. Train them. Become monster hunters.
I'm just gonna like smirk to Hunter when he says that though. I'm like, what do you think I was going to do from the beginning?
Oh, I see. You are an asshole from the beginning.
Oh
But
no. See, here's the difference between this and that. If any of them wish to become stronger, wish to push themselves beyond what their normal limits would be, wish to possibly challenge
Baron,
themselves and
my
or
Baron,
push
my
themselves,
Baron.
then yes.
My Baron, do you
Yes, Hunter.
realize what it became to me to come to this position?
I am aware.
Ismir was not a forgiving place. It was not somewhere you could just, oh, well, I'm an orphan. I just was summoned by the Witcher Academy. I'll train, I'll fight, I'll do whatever I will. No. It came down to the last few. I was one of 3. But that's how it is. In this kingdom, my Baron, I can summon my masters from Ismir. Train the Witchers here in Ismir. Goose, I'm sorry. Is this what kingdom is this?
You're in Ogmir.
Ogmir?
Ogmir. Fuck. It's so close. I can summon the witches from Ismir and train them or call them to train in Ogmir. Just since they're so close.
Court all tempted to keep up with Gunkar.
But you must realize
Yes.
that the orphans, the people you acquire, are not going to be the people you once knew as little children like me. They will be valiant warriors, noble scholars even. But
Of what?
stripping away their childhood.
And you're giving them a choice to this, or you're forcing them to?
Oh, they're forced. Don't worry, my dear.
Then what kind of kingdom are we?
But that's the thing. They don't have parents. They don't have anyone to fight for them. They're children, abandoned to the abyss.
I narrow my eyes.
We give
at
them
him.
a choice. We give them a choice, Neora. Same as I was given a choice as an orphan. To essentially just be given to a father that was a bastard vampire or a mother that was just born drab as me. I was born in an orphanage, and I was given power. You see what I am now. But
I'm just gonna raise my hand
Why
a second.
the fuck are we fighting him out of here? in the middle of a damn forest.
Exactly.
Let's let the kid choose.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
But the thing is,
All right.
Neora,
I keep walking.
the
Fuck
child
it.
has a dog, but do you let him choose to be with the dog and become stronger? Or do you let him fall to the economy, the weakness of the world within?
They just glare at him.
Go on, speak.
Let us talk about this when we get back. But I will say, I believe you have a point, Hunter. Both of you have points, Neor and Hunter.
I
But
just want to make everyone stronger, my lord.
I understand that. But like you said, let us let them have a choice. First, you were talking of not giving them the choice, and now you're saying, let's give them the choice. I say let's let the boy have his choice.
I only wish to give him the choice because mine was stripped away from me. But
Yet you said you had a choice.
no, I did not. Not in my young youth.
Wait, you literally just said that, Blackthorn.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna OOC this. You literally just said that.
You had the choice. That they gave you a choice to become a witcher when you said that the choice was taken away from you.
Oh, Sealy, I did not have a choice. I was a ditch-born drab, and my father was a vampire. If I accidentally said anything else, then that's my fault.
Well, Hunter, let us let the boy have a choice. Let's let him choose. If he does not wish to, there are still more orphans for you to persuade in that fact.
I understand.
And there are many
Baron.
more out there that wish to be stronger.
As I said, I understand, Baron. But, as in Ismir, there used to be laws long ago that to witchers. They could
Problem, we don't
take.
have those laws here.
We can
Ismir.
make
We
them.
are not in
We
Ismir.
can make them.
Child should not be robbed of their childhood. Trust me, I was robbed of mine. You were robbed of yours.
Thank you for at least noticing me.
Edge.
God damn it, Dave!
An hour of edge. Jesus.
Well, let us head back then. We'll discuss this when we get back to the inn. But
Baron,
we should see the boy. See what
wish
happens.
to do the construction first.
Let us handle this deed first, and then we will see to the construction. Because there's still that deed out by the lake.
The one with something happening. Neora,
Fucking
you have the slip, yes?
200 feet.
Yes. Something strange is happening at the lake. Which didn't when we brought that frost giant to the lake, wasn't there a couple
There
that
was
was
a
there?
there was like a
A
male
couple.
and a female. They were bitching, but I don't think that would.
They were naked, that's all I remember.
Yeah, I don't think that would pronounce the
And
guard
then that
to
forced our giant
give
to be
anything
naked.
about it. I assume the guard would say, "Oh, you're just crazy."
Alright. Let's make
With
our
all
way
this
to town.
talking, how much further are we?
You're almost to the house.
Okay.
Good. I've already arrived.
Good.
I assume I've already arrived.
Yes.
Because you're
Gunkar's
dashing.
fucking just standing there.
And then Gunkar's like, I'm tired. There's a lot of sprinting.
Attack.
I could see Gunkar just coming back, doing laps back and forth, using us as relays.
I'm going to whistle to Muna, since I was the one that talked to the kid. And if I arrive, I'm going to knock on the door.
Okay. You hear kind of
I'm gonna
some
follow
noises of
behind.
some things knocking over, and you see Dad open the door. And he looks to be drunk. You can smell the alcohol coming off his mouth.
Or just look up at him. Hello.
Hi. Oh look, you found a dog.
Yeah, it's Tommen in there.
Tommen. I see the kid kind of come out, and he's kind of like has one hand over his face, and he kind of lights up and brings his hand down, and he runs out to the dog. Everybody roll me an investigation check.
Oh shit.
Gunkar.
Ow.
And Abby. Both of you notice that the kid has a black eye. And Hunter. He runs out to the dog, and he just hugs the dog, and the dog just sits there and licks him.
We brought your dog back.
What happened to you, child? And Carl leans down, basically kneels in front
He
of
kind of
him.
like starts wiping off some tears. He's like, nothing. I'm okay. I'm fine.
What do you mean, Gunkar?
He's got a black eye.
I'm gonna look down, like,
I'm gonna stand in the doorway so that the father can't come outside. I'm just gonna cross my arms, listening.
Tell the truth, child. Do you speak true?
Yes. I fell.
Insight.
He is lying.
I know you're lying.
And he kind of looks at you. He kind of does that child
Tell
like
me the
you can
truth.
tell the child's lying. And he just kind of shakes his head. No, I fell.
Oh, now he's trying to turn into
I
Morty.
was gonna say, do I still have speak with animals on?
You do.
I look at it and I just raise an eyebrow.
Oh, jeez, I don't know, Rick.
Child, I know you're lying.
I look back at the dad.
I'm not lying.
I mean, I just told you you're lying.
I kind of lean over to Muna. Is this what you were talking about?
He's like, yeah, the dad hurt him. I can tell because he's shaking.
I start getting really angry.
I'm gonna walk up to
Just kidding.
Neora and just like step between her and the guy. Sir, I have a proposition for you.
I'm like fuming. Like
Kinda looks at
I'm
you and he's
really
like,
hot.
What?
How would you like to make some money?
Oh, okay. With what?
Would you be willing to sell your son's life?
How much gold are you talking?
100 gold?
Deal.
I'm gonna hand the man 100 gold.
And he takes the gold and shuts the door.
It's easy.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna knock
walk
on the
back
door.
to the boy.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna kneel down.
All right, so you walk away and you hear.
The fuck was that?
Gunkar knocking on the door.
And the dad opens the door. He has a bit of a smile on his face.
I grab him and pick him up.
Gunkar.
And I look him straight in the eyes.
His smile's gone away.
Did you beat your child?
Gunkar.
He's done answering you. He's just shaking.
Gunkar.
Answer me.
He went to a place he shouldn't have gone. So I hit him.
Where?
A basement.
I walk into the house.
Okay.
And I go into his basement.
Alright, you head into the basement. Inside the basement, you see what looks to be a dusty dress.
Just a
There's
dusty
some
dress.
jewelry kind of scattered about.
Hmm.
And there's looks to be a box that's shut.
There was a flyer that said there was some missing jewelry, wasn't there? In the inn. I'm gonna look at the box.
You open up the box and inside you see him, but much younger, and a woman beside him. It's
What she look like?
She has brown hair, almost a little bit past shoulder length, and she has on a white dress.
I go back upstairs and I leave everything downstairs.
What time of day is it?
It's about 5 o'clock.
Would I know the laws of this land?
You
Is
would?
what he did illegal?
No.
It's just immoral.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
you
gonna drop
beat
him.
your
I'm gonna walk away.
son because he went down to the basement to see his mother's things?
Wait,
There's no
is
right
it,
to
is
be
it,
down there.
Wait, out of character. Is it immoral? Because that's how it was back then. Like, you were allowed to. So,
Yeah, technically you were.
You were allowed
so
to.
morally, their
If you
morals
were
were different than
disciplined.
ours.
Mm-hmm.
So, technically, it's moral if we're talking about this time period.
Probably not moral to someone.
Not moral now.
Like Gunkar.
Not moral now, though.
No, I'm talking about like to Gunkar's perspective. It would not be moral.
To Gunkar's perspective, it is immoral. To you all, it's things that happen. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like it, but it is common for the time period.
Yeah. So.
Neora
Kinda-
didn't grow up in a society, so
So basically,
like
it's
how I
character
just lost my
dependent. Like,
child.
yes, what Saint said does happen, but it's very dependent upon how you're raised.
Sure. So long story short.
Kind of like the whole whipping thing. Like, people are against whipping your children. Now, I am for it because I was whipped as a kid.
I'm just gonna look at him and say, if I ever see you around, it won't turn out well. I'm gonna drop him. Mic drop him. And walk away.
we'll take good care of your kid. I say, and I walk out and slam the door real hard.
What are you talking about?
Did we just take the kid? What the fuck?
I bought him.
It's getting real weird in here.
It is really weird. Wait, did we actually? So, because I wasn't here, because I don't know, an ambulance tire blew out under me. Did we have a castle now?
It's being built.
Well, I mean,
Under
do we have a
construction.
place?
Yes.
Alright, I have nothing to do with this. I fucking left already. Fuck this. Rolov does not agree with anything you guys are doing right now, so I'm gone.
Okay.
No, but just so you know, I don't hear any of this. I don't know anything.
Roger Dodger.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
walk up
just
to the
peaced
boy.
out, so.
I'm gonna kneel down for a second. Seems like I own you now.
Yeah.
Do you want something like this to never happen again to you?
Yeah.
Would you like to work for me?
Do I get paid?
You can be paid.
Dad gave me 10 silver because I plucked all of our fields.
Hmm.
I wanted
Okay.
to go buy something from Una.
Well, now you get a chance to go buy that. Alright. How far away is our place anyways, Goose?
It's a little trek up a hill. It's not
Oh, it's
far.
actually... Okay, so it's not actually
So
far.
our castle is currently being built, but it's not finished yet.
So wait, do we have our own town? Or is
No,
it this town?
this is the town.
Oh. Oh. Castle's in one town, that's weird.
It's not in the town, it's further away. It's about a mile down the road.
Well, I don't have anything for you to do yet, but when the time comes, make sure you work hard.
Okay.
And now, you shouldn't be expecting anything like this anytime soon. As long as you do your job. I'm just gonna pat the kid on the head.
And with
I'm gonna
that,
look at the dog. And I'm
the
like,
kid,
and
the
now
kid
you're
looks
reunited.
back. Yeah, the kid looks back at you, smiles, hugs the dog, and looks at you, Cordal, and he's like, "Muna seems to like you.
We've gotten that impression.
Just kind of grin and give him a little nod.
Do you want to keep him? If you keep him safe, I'll let you."
Then I'm gonna turn to Hunter. We'll let the boy make his decision once the castle is built. that fine with you?
Oh, see, that's gonna be years.
It might take a while.
He'll be old
Yes.
enough to do whatever he wants.
You could always just let the boy stay here with the builders.
Yes, we're gonna have to.
And with that, the kid looks back at all of you and goes, "Oh, geez, Rick, I think it's time for a 30-minute break."
I don't know, Morty.
I almost
I can't do
posted
the Rick
this